but a deep, cold, ancient, and endless. The kind that exists in the silence beneath the world where light was never meant to reach. Raven floats, suspended, arms drifting weightless as the breath curls in silver ribbons that vanish into the black. There's no surface, no sky, only the soul, the slow, lulling sway of pressure, and then movement. Far ahead, through the slit in the gloom, something glows. A figure. It's her. But not her. She is colossal, divine, a version of Raven crowned in coral and shadow, her limbs trailing moonlight and void. Her eyes are galaxies, and then they open, like the sea itself is blinking. Raven stares at this godlike mirror, too perfect to be real. And then the voice comes, the harbinger, soft, patient, inside her bones. She hears, accept, accept, accept. The words ripple, the curl like smoke through the deep. The giant version of Raven smiles, tilts her head and speaks. No one can see you, sweetie. You're mine now. But as that phrase lingers, it fractures, shifts. The voice is still there, but it's not hers anymore. It's his. Her grandfather. The same tone from her childhood. Soft and safe and full of finality. The words change, just slightly, but enough. It's time for bed, sweetie. I've got you. Now the ocean pulls. It's not like drowning, like a sinking into memory. The hands of the water reach for her legs. The deeper she falls, the warmer the voice becomes. The godlike raven watches with sympathy. Or is it hunger? As the tide coils around her chest, her throat. She cannot scream. She cannot move. But then a ripple. A flash of light across the water. You hear a voice, distant, wet with sorrow. You carry too much, little one. But your memory is not a weight. It is a blade. The godlike raven's face cracks, a jagged line of light splitting her cheek. Then she hears Mizamu screaming, real, raw, and now. Raven! Something in her snaps taut, like a lifeline, like a breath remembered. Her fingers twitch, her eyes flare open, but the tides still pull. But as her heart beats, and suddenly the darkness isn't endless, it's just deep. And she's swimming, not drifting, fighting, but not fading. Upwards, towards the voice, towards her name. The surface breaks. She kicks, or she tries to, muscle frozen from sorrow, not cold. But the scream from Mizamu still echoes behind her ribs, and the light still dances behind her eyes. And then something pulses, a soundless shockwave. The ocean starts to buckle, the pressure starts to recoil, and even the tides hesitate to move closer. And above her, high in that impossible deep, the godlike raven begins to tremble. She reaches for Raven as to cradle her, but then her hand disintegrates. Then her chest, her crown, her eyes. She starts to fall apart, but not in pain, but in inevitability, shattered by a voice that does not belong here. The wish. A chain somewhere in the dark snaps, a thread is cut, and in the distance beneath the rune of the mirror itself, something unseen, something ancient recoils. The harbinger voice does not plead, it snarls. You were mine! You were mine. And the void pulls back like the tide out of season. It knows it cannot hold her now, not yet. And in that moment of stillness, she rises. Her body surges upwards. And then air. She breaks the surface coughing, eyes wide, her hair plastered to her face, lungs aching with the cruelty of breath. Someone is holding her. Hands, warm, trembling. Voices, overlapping, desperate. They all call her name. And she's in her bare arms, on solid ground, alive. She coughs hard, water pouring out of her mouth as if she swallowed an entire storm. The sky above is pale blue. The sun is warm. The world is real. But behind her eyes, in that unlit place, the tide still remembers, and somewhere, the harbinger does too. You can swim all you want, Raven, but the void is patient. One way or another, you'll fall. And in that moment, you guys are all being transported to another place, and it's green, in an open field. What would you guys like to do?
I think at this moment, Kyle, like, is really tense, and he just starts to relax a little bit as he, like, starts to touch the grass and move his hands against the grass. Does he feel anything?
It's just nice, warm, tall grass that's been sitting in the sunlight.
I think Zamo, he is immediately checking over, like, Raven, like making sure, like, looking her over, just like,
I mean, the only thing that was distinctively weird about the, whole last part is she's coughing up water. Lots and lots of water.
he's gonna move her so she's on her side if she's not, like, up, right? So she's not coughing it back in, no choking on the water in your body. Even though that's weird. He's like, what the fuck?
There's
Raven
also
is just coughing and hacking as she's flipped over and she's letting loose all this water, and she just takes in a deep breath of air. Holy shit! And she looks slightly to Mazama's like, how did you do that?
Do what?
I heard you. And she kind of just looks at him and waves it off. And for a moment, she's just there stunned, looking at the grass, and then back at Mazamo, looking at the grass, back at Mazamo, and she does something nobody could have thought. She immediately turns to Mazamo and hugs him, despite kind of being slightly watered down because of the, coughing up the water and everything. And all she says is, thank you.
So this is a big, like, giant man. He would hug you back because he was fucking terrified. He, like, pats your back. You were gone, and I'm just glad that you are okay. And he's patting her back, like, oh my god.
She
Like,
just continues to hold on to him, tears brimming on her eyes, but she says nothing more. In a way, she just kind of looks shooken up.
Noticing how wet and cold and, like, uneasy you look, you just have a giant lion very carefully pad over and try and, like, wrap around you to warm you up. Very big lion.
Like, come on, everyone, cuddle puddle, let's go. Bring it in.
You get group hugged if you're willing to handle it.
Raven just looks at everybody, a bit bewildered by it all, but she accepts it. She just takes in everybody's presence and holds on a little tighter.
Trinket.
Last through the portal, and now holding 2 crystals,
Oh,
is Rowan, who is just kind of stood there looking at the crystals and then looking at Raven and then looking at all her friends and kind of contemplating whether or not her decision was worth it. Because she knows that what she did is going to negatively impact everyone in the end.
Okay, so with that crystal in your hand, do you try touching the magic or trying to connect with it in any way?
Does anyone here not have a crystal?
I
everybody
think
has one.
mine. Wait. In
Everybody
my.
has. Don't look at your character sheets, please. Everybody has one.
Okay.
It's how quickly. Don't look.
Never have I wanted to look more.
Trust me. Trust me.
Just pretend like your crystals are still there, okay? Your shards are still there.
So these are Schrodinger's crystals.
So,
But to answer my question, like,
Everybody has one trinket.
so I have a second one now.
Everybody gets one.
so Rowan,
Two.
Zamo's like, come, Rowan, come, get hugged.
What do you wanna
She'll
do with
come
it?
over, but she's a little bit distant.
Oh,
Are you
If you're
okay?
afraid of the magic or something in the crystal, Kyle will take it.
Do we know that you have this shard, by the way? Do we
It's
see you
mine.
holding two?
Yeah, she's
Okay,
still holding it in her hand.
I don't want to be metagaming if we don't actually know.
But Kyle doesn't want to steal the crystal. He wants to take it in like a calm, endearing manner, as it's like a burden that he feels that he can take. But that's up to you.
How about this? Roll me a DC 15 wisdom saving throw. If you get above a 15, you can resist wanting to play with it. But if you get anywhere from, below, that's
I'm
wild.
not good at
trinket.
wisdom.
You're really good at wisdom.
I'm not
And I even made
wise.
it. And I even made it so low.
Hey, Kyle.
I am.
said
I'll
he'll
use
take
my
it.
lucky. I'll use my lucky.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, so this shard is full of hunger. It feels like it wants to eat everything. What do you want to do with it? You're resisting the urge to connect to it.
This one feels different. I just say to everyone,
How?
this one doesn't feel so nice.
What do you want to do with it?
I don't know what there is to do with it. I acted. I mean, we all said we wanted the crystal, right?
Someone's gonna tear a piece of. He's got tatters of shit on him. He's gonna take a piece of it off and kind of hold his hand out with it.
Raven's just a little confused. She's like, what happened? Did you guys take him down?
Oh no. No.
I used my wish.
What wish?
Well, and she pulls. Does anything happen when I pull out like my other crystal, and like hold them near each other?
Something does. And as you do that, you can see everyone else's crystal starts to shine. And the space beneath you, kind of opens up, and each and one of you starts falling.
Right.
You
Huh.
fall, but it's not downwards. It's like you're being peeled from this space to another space. It's almost like if portal traveling was a real thing, and you would get sick from constant travel, like airplane travel.
If
And
Rowan
just
doesn't... Go ahead.
just before you have that feeling like you're going to be swallowed by this crystal, each and every one of you sees 6 figures kind of swoop in, and they intercept every one of you. They're giant, massive. They're holding on to you in the palm of their hand.
Raven stares up at the giant holding her and is like, don't you dare tear me away from them again.
I was kind of like mesmerized that he's never felt this small before, as he's in the palm of this creature, deity, whatever you want to call them, and he just doesn't know how to feel, because usually he'll say like, "Sup, I'm Kyle," but he's kind of like stuck on his words. A lot of firsts for Kyle.
Giant kitty cat look like a house cat next to this thing?
More like an ant.
Oh, that is bigger than giant. Okay, that puts things in perspective.
Colossal.
They're
The
big,
first
like
one-
appearance of Shar, right? Like in after Shadowheart story, like big.
Yes, like that. Yeah, exactly like that. Perfect. The first one to speak, Sevea, almost like shrinks down to size, and as she shrinks, she gets into almost like this embrace towards Mizamo. You carried me so gently, but I must not be gentle now. She leans in close and presses her forehead to yours. A vine that's of gold and green pulses outwards from your chest, and you can see your shard turning into like this green dust as she like imprints this root symbol on your chest. Don't falter in love, even if it means dying for it. And she turns your shard into this brand on your chest.
He is like, what in the fuck is going on around here? It's just him. He's like, okay, all right.
This is the only time I promise we can ever intervene like this again. None of us have enough energy to reform ourselves. But we're the first. We're the ones that bred life into the world. And I have a story I want to tell you. And we can talk about all your questions and all your fears if you want. But this will be the last time we'll be able to make a choice here. It's up to you guys after this.
Okay.
Kazriel turns to Rowan. You who dare to take the void, I love your fire. But fire can burn the hand that bears it. And then he takes your shard from you and pulls it, turns it to dust, and sweeps to your back and like burns a blade shaped sigil on it.
I
Never yield and never forget what the power costs. And then he puts like this protective fire casing around the shard void. You can break this whenever you need to. But you have to know where it came from first. This big gigantic titan, Ellie, kind of starts to like rumble and groan as like every word sounds so it's like little mini earthquakes that you can feel. You stood when others fled. I see you in the last stone left standing. And then he slams his fist to the ground. That seismic wave shatters your stone and reforms it into like this smaller, beautiful, like green rock. And then it turns and it splits in half, and it gets almost like turned into a protective coating crest that like gets imbued onto your right shoulder and left shoulder. Starion turns to Effie. I never wanted you to see what's going to come. I was bound to this idea that I would just watch and record and just forever be the silent person that never speaks. But I think you can do that for me. You'll be my voice, but you'll be your own. And she like tucks on some strings, pulls them all in, and then forms like a little needle, and she hands it to you. See the path that none dare walk.
I'll try. Just
Kyle.
staring up at this being with huge eyes.
Kyle,
Yes.
you feel very inferior. Very scared. Yo, you're still fun, even with all the little traumas. He twirls midair, and your shard starts to unspool into like this wind, and he turns it into like the sigil that he puts on into your chest.
It's on side me or on top of me?
Inside you. Like,
Okay.
well, let's put it on top of you.
Okay.
It's like a nice little glowing, like little wind sigil.
Gotcha.
And then he looks to you. You'll make the multiverse dance, won't you?
And like how like clambers up, he's like, I hope so.
Raven. As she begins to speak, you've heard her talk to you before. In that very moment where you died.
Raven just looks up. You were there.
And one tear falls from her face. And that shard that's inside of you starts to get pulled out. And there is a mirror in your hand.
She
Don't
casually
forget.
just.
But do not drown. So, everybody has a new item in their inventory. To all the snoopers, I made sure that I blocked you from reading it early. But let me go identify all these things for you guys to look at. They are upgraded versions of your shard, but in a way that I took a bunch of crap out that wasn't being used, and then I upgraded things that were being used. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then also detached from the items, I put your corruption thing in your favorite section on your character sheet. Those have also been somewhat updated to fit the new stuff. Did I get everybody? Nobody's missing anything? No, Raven.
I was gonna say.
There
I
we
have
go.
the two.
That's it, right? Everybody has theirs?
Mhm.
I don't see. Okay, cool. So what do you guys want to know? Savea turns to Mizamo. I can tell you the whole story or part of a story.
However much you feel comfortable talking about.
Well, let's start at the beginning then. And as she waves her hand, you find yourself standing in a garden. The trees are way too tall. The grass hums like distant lullabies. The stars drift above like petals. And at the center of it all are two figures. One is Savea, radiant and barefoot, humming as she places flowers into the cracks of the stone path. The other is Ishalun, kneeling beside a stream, watching a single leaf float away. You feel, rather than hear their voice, as if their thoughts were etched into your ribs. Savea says, "They will love Ish, that's the whole point. They fall, they cry, and they'll love." And then he responds to her, "They'll suffer. You built them to break. You gave them hearts just to watch them shatter." She responds back to him, "And they'll rise again and again. Isn't that worth something?" He looks at her, turns away, and quietly says, I don't want to watch them die anymore." He opens his hand. Inside of it, he watches a small child, a memory of a mortal running through a garden, laughing, and then flicker, then vanish. A strange sadness crushes your chest. You guys can talk if you guys have questions or want to say something.
Just- Well, I had a question.
Yes.
Is my compassion for those that are trapped here, is that wrong? Because I feel like I just keep trying to help things and it just hurts people. And none of them ever want to be helped.
Raven
But
looked over at Elle immediately and was like, "I'm sorry."
I guess that's a question for you guys to answer, not for us. We created this prison, but it wasn't to hold him, but to hold the ambition that he wants. It wasn't always mean and evil, or whatever this version of himself that I would call evil. It's still good. He blames me for a lot of his problems and the world's problems. She looks over to Astarion. You created fate. She looks over to Kazriel. You created will. She looks over to Nualis. You created the memory of everybody having to feel. She looks over to Valderin. You created the joy that life is. And then she looks over to Ellie. And Ruskard anchors us all together. He was the nothingness that came from my love. But that nothingness is a lot stronger and doesn't feel the same that we do. And then she twists her hand one more time. That garden fades, and now you're standing on a city rooftop. Far below, mortals are bustling in this like growing world. Commerce, invention, love, war, life. You can see Savea watching with joy, and Ishaloon distant. Suddenly the vision shifts into his eyes. You become him. You see a child, face thin with hunger, tugging at their parent who's ignoring them. You see the child wander into the distance. You see a horse strike them down. No one stops. No one mourns. And worse, no one remembers. Your chest starts to burn with this terrifying understanding. You feel Ishaloon's horror and his rage. And from inside your thoughts, you hear, "This is what you call beautiful, Savea? You say they chose, but they chose to let others die. I won't watch this again."
All the beautiful moments. What about the times that people are good to each other and they support one another and they raise each other up and they love and they laugh and they grow and they build lives? Aren't those things beautiful and worthy of being preserved?
That's what I've tried telling him. But he only sees the negatives in things. He only sees the death and the problems and the despair. All of those things are beautiful too. And then she spins her hand once more. You're in this great, grand chamber. Each and every one of the first are gathered here. You can see Kazriel glaring, smoldering. You can see Noalis weeping silently. Astarion just watches without blinking. Thalarin just laughing nervously until someone stops him. Savea is heartbroken, but she's still reaching for him. Ishaloon standing in the center of the room. We were meant to protect them, and you left them. You gave them pain, you gave them hope, and for what? So they can be burned, so they can be forgotten, so they can suffer? And then Kazriel raises his voice. So what? You get to unmake everything because you're afraid? Ishaloon calmly says, "Not afraid. Done." And in this moment, as he raises his hand, you feel it. A shard, unlike the others. You feel what Rowan felt when she held it. You can see it forming and tearing from his own essence. The Void Shard. I will move on if you guys want to, but you guys can say whatever you guys want.
I think Kyle has one question he would like to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So
To who?
Kyle to Thaldarian.
Okay.
I think Kyle like kneels down a little bit and he puts his hands on his palm and he kind of looks up at him and he's like, do you think I'll be a hero? Or would I live long enough to become the villain?
Isn't
We
that up
don't
to you
want
to
you to
decide?
become a villain. Are we all talking to our own god?
You can talk to whoever you want. I'm giving you the option to address whoever you want in this moment before I turn to like the next like portion of the vision type of deal.
Raven just looks at them all. So are we just
Alder-
here to clean up what you couldn't finish?
Thaldern speaks to all of you, and to especially Kyle. This place doesn't make you a villain or a hero. It makes you into the person you were always meant to be. We designed this for him as a way to see the best in people and allowing them to see the worst in them. This prison was supposed to change him, to let him have a better life, to see what we see before he destroys everything. So to your answer, you were always heroes. Everyone can become a hero or villain. It's about the choices that we make, about the fun that we have.
Does that mean that everybody that's been here, that's fallen into darkness and despair and violence and aggression, have just been reinforcing to Shalun all of the sadness that he already believed was in the world?
Yeah, and that was something that we did not foresee.
So, at the end of the day, you did build a prison and then you tortured him with the reality of what he was already afraid was gonna be. And Ellie's like starts crying, but like because she feels really bad for this being that has been so twisted by essentially being tortured for however many thousands of years by everything that he already didn't want to see in the first place. You took away the agency and the freedom of one of your brethren, and then you forced him to endure everything that he was already so poignantly against: the darkness and the sadness and the pain. And all of these people that have come through have seen him as this monster and this demon and this great evil. But it sounds like he is exactly what you all made him. Is that what I'm hearing? Am I missing something here? 'Cause I don't feel like I am.
Savea sighs, and she waves her hand one more time. As this vision starts to fracture, you can see glimpses of Ishalun erasing war from time. You can see him holding a dying woman, letting her smile as her memory vanishes. You can see him whispering to Savea, "I'm not your enemy, I'm your Kier." And finally, in a final moment, you see Savea kneeling in a dead field. The world is graying. She leans down to breathe life into a single flower. And then she whispers, "Then I will stay, even if it hurts, even if you leave me here forever." He turns his back on her, and you hear his final thoughts, but not the words. "You chose them. and not me. And she turns around and she watches him walk away, growing in size and becoming the Harbinger. The prison didn't twist him. It was me. I was the one that didn't listen when I gave you all life, or gave the universe life. I should have known that he would always want more. Things to be perfect. Things to feel no sorrow and sadness. But those are the things that he's missing, is the sorrow and the sadness. So yes, you're right. We created this prison to torture him. And yes, you're right. This problem is ours. We created it. We punished one of mine. And you all get to pay for our crimes.
That's pretty fucked up.
Yeah.
Raven just looks at Seva, a slight understanding to where they're coming from. And for once, you actually get to see a slight. Oh, what do I want to call it? She takes pity on them. Indefinitely. A pity look towards them.
What you choose to do going forward, if you were deciding to kill him, stop him, turn him, whatever you feel, that's the right answer. None of us have the energy to do it. We've split our souls so much to create things and create life and to keep things going. We let other people, I wouldn't say people, I guess beings, decide who is God and who isn't God. You all have the choice to take that power and do what you want with it. I will never force you to do something. And Astarians kind of speaks up. I'm done hiding. I don't want to do this anymore. I'm tired of weaving the same story over and over and over again. I want to not do it anymore.
So where does that leave everyone else?
I don't know.
You took on a big responsibility deciding to create fate. Did someone force you to?
No. It was an accident.
One
I
hell of an
thought-
accident.
I thought, what would life be without purpose? And what would purpose be without a plan? And without a plan, it would be nothing. So I didn't listen. I ignored everything Ishlin said. And I created the weave. Each strand, each thread, I tie them together, tore them apart, recorded, measured, and then I let other mortals do the same. It was fun. Was I wrong? Yes. Can I stop it? No. I've been complicit. And I'm sorry.
Well, I don't mean any disrespect, but I just want to say I don't believe in fate.
That's good. Not believing in faith is a good thing.
I
Which
I think we're all keepers of our own destiny, and I don't believe that my choices are predetermined by someone else, you or anybody else. I
But I'm the
believe
one that brought you here. I'm the reason why you're here.
Yeah, they're kind of the gods then, aren't they?
Us gods? What
Or
you think
something.
of gods are... I guess that is a terrible choice of words. We're the ones that made gods. We're the ones that gave power to the world.
I hear that they made gods.
Creators.
But gods aren't any different than you. You have the capacity to become gods.
why would we want
We
that?
created beings that could walk towards us so we can share our love of the world together. We were lonely. We were desperate.
So you're so lonely that you shunned one of your own.
I
There was
don't.
only 6 of you, and there's only 7 of you, and then you made it 6, and yet you say that you're lonely, but then you got rid of someone that was already there wanting to be close to you. It doesn't make sense.
Don't add up. Does not add up.
Effie,
Well, not everything could be in shades of black and white. It's all shades of gray.
Effie, my child, you had a question? Or an answer or a response?
Who? You're not expecting us to just take your places, are you? Because I have no interest in becoming a god.
No. Just do what you need to do here. And when you turn home, you can choose where you go back to. It was always designed that way. But the thing is, we made it an unfair game. We never wanted anyone to leave here. Because if you were to leave here, you could rewrite the whole world as a whole. And everyone that is scared out there of what's in here will hunt you down. So yes, do we want you to leave and have a great life? Yes. But does becoming a god save you? More or less, yes. She pulls strings inwards towards her, and then she creates like this like loom, and it opens up into like this vision. I have to figure out where I put that. Give me 1 second, okay? I was prepared, then I was not prepared. Okay. You can feel it first. A cold breeze that shouldn't exist. A prickle at the base of your neck. You look up. You can see seven different gods standing in a space. The first one appears as in like an endless column of interlocking gears, and his voice starts ticking. The prison is breached. The shard bearers move freely. The balance tilts if there is precedent for this containment. Another one that looks like a shattered mirror speaks with like 12 voices at once. No containment, not again. They hold pieces of them, of the first. Do you not feel them stirring? I can hear Savea whispering. I hear the will. A cloaked woman with like burning soot. She's like sitting in a throne with like half dead stars. Let him walk.
Someone is cooking.
She says, let him walk. Let him be. I'd rather see what they build before we burn it all again. Creation deserves a new myth. An old man with like these eyes, like a cracked sun, and the fingers like kind of twitch really fast. We know what they are. Do you not see this? This is just the Harbinger's trap. And one of them says, or his prelude. Another one responds, or their escape. And then you see the queen sitting on the throne, or our salvation. A swirl of tension rises as the visions of gods rotate like constellations above you. They're being observed, and the council's aware of the intrusion. But none of them stop to move it, because part of them wants to be seen. Let's see what they let's see what end they choose. Let the fate unravel. We're like no longer their masters. And then yonder looks to you, Rowan. Straight at you. You were stolen from your world, and now you trespass on gods? Choose wisely.
Hey, do you think I
Children.
want to be here?
Choose wisely before we choose for you. And the vision ends. She looks at you guys. I'm sorry. We created such a problem.
I will start thinking of a way to make it up to me.
Trazul looks to you, Rowan. Make it up to yourself. make us-
Aye. You put me in here, but I gotta make it up to myself.
You've
Right,
done
I
one
don't care if you're a
prestigious year.
god or something else, you're a cheeky fuck.
I like you. You have something I've always wanted. Just remember that.
Is it his fine Scottish accent?
You
bet
have
that's
the
what it is.
powers to decimate worlds, and you want to talk about your Scottish accent?
I'd rather have a Scottish accent than decimate
Bit of a
worlds
joke,
personally.
you know? Keep the air light.
We can protect you guys from in here, but once you're out, you're on your own. But we'll always be there. We made a pact a long time ago. We were meant for creation. We're not a leash. What we did was a gamble. And once we gave everyone the gift, we bound ourselves by a pact of non-interference. We just broke that pact right now.
Aye, well, that's a start.
It is.
Raven just looks at Nollis. So did you break that pact once or twice then?
I've been breaking that pact since time started.
Not much of a pact.
It's hard to continuously remember and shoulder everyone's despair for times and just for history to repeat itself over and over and over again. So did I give people just enough history to not repeat it? Maybe. But things are bound to repeat itself. So a memory here and there goes missing. We decided to let you suffer, to let you love, and to let you build something that we could have never imagined. Because we wanted the world to grow without us. We're shameful of what we did. But how do you create life and then just walk away from it? What would you do if you had a child? Would you just let it do whatever it wants? Let it make every decision that it wants? Harmful?
Raven looks up, completely understanding what they mean by this as well. In the end, it's still never enough, though.
And you would want to see them all just love and live without pain, without sorrow, without grief? You want all that to be missing? Then what are we living for? If you could just wipe away every bad thing that has ever happened, or prevent them from ever happening, what would life look like?
We would be robots.
Effie
You
nods.
can't truly
Automata.
appreciate what's good if you have never experienced the bad.
And Ishaloon wanted that to be gone. He wanted no pain, no grief, no sorrow. Because he is the grief and the sorrow and the pain. He just never realized that that's why he felt. And he couldn't see that for himself. So how are we supposed to see it for him? We imprison him in that sphere to teach him something. But he used that pain, that grief, and that sorrow to just go further into it and spiral. It wasn't our fault that he couldn't grow from that. It's the
Now,
fault.
wait one moment here, please. Because you're saying that you forced this man who, by all accounts, you don't even like handling memories, and you fucked up your job multiple times and went back on your packs, but you expected your brethren, who never asked for that job either, to endure that pain and that suffering and that sadness that brought him distress. And you're gonna say that it wasn't your fault, that none of you had any part in that? I think you're all culpable. And to say that you're not culpable, that you didn't have anything to do with this, is just shirking your goddamn responsibilities. You're just running away like scared fucking children.
Ellie, enough. Take a breather.
She's got a bit of a point, you know.
Could you not have helped share the load? The way you get through sorrow is others.
Oh, we tried. Thaldrin speaks up. I tried. I tried to take on that sorrow and that sadness and that grief with my joy and my laughter. But there was this one time his hand was around my neck. He told me that I was the problem.
Kyle speaks up now and he's like, you can't just magically make this problem go away. If we always use magic to control our feelings and our emotions, then we're just going to be a puppeteer to the magic of the world. So, of course, you have to understand his anger when it comes to you trying to hack away at what is supposed to be meant to be dealt with.
It's not always that simple, though.
Ruskar speaks up for once. I've been sitting here watching. I left when they started fighting. I wanted to make sure that all of you would grow to be strong like trees. I should have been there. I should have been his anchor. Instead, I let them all decide. And I'm the one that holds this prison together. I'm the one that holds all the mountains in the world together and the crust of the earth together. But the one thing I cannot hold together is what happens when you die.
Gee whiz. I fucking know that one.
So yes, masking the world's problems with magic is something that we did. It was the gift that we gave.
Doesn't seem like much of a gift now.
We didn't ask to be born.
I don't think no
And
one
then-
does.
And then he ponders. I wonder who created them, the ones before us. Is this just another endless cycle of this over and over and over again as a twisted test? Savea sighs. I have sacrificed everything to make sure the world lives on. And we chose all of you. Selfishly, begrudgingly, and without your permission. But you were allowed to do whatever you want. I just ask that do what you feel is right.
Zama's gonna look at her. Love is quite a heavy burden.
Raven casually puts a hand on her arm, understanding that to a level as well.
I know it's not a popular opinion, but from the moment that I stepped foot in this place and learned of the Harbinger and the position and place that he served in the world, my mission was to save him. That's what I said from the beginning, and that's what I've tried to do for every person that we've come across. And I know that that makes me seem foolish to everybody else, but I have to believe that there is more to everyone than they realize. I can't just pretend that it's okay to take away and not try and give first. Because that's not responsibility.
You are not foolish. You have a heart that is much bigger than you are. And it is that heart and how much you care that makes us concerned for someone, anything here, to abuse it and hurt you. You are a good person, and we all know that.
I'd rather hurt 1,000 times over than walk away from someone else that's hurting already.
He would kind of motion to the multitude of much more powerful beings here. Sometimes, unfortunately, people like us, and even them, righting the wrongs of this world, it is a task that is bigger than even them. You are carrying a lot on your shoulders. We all are now.
Whether we wanted to or not.
I just know that for me, I may not know all of you outside of this place, but I care for you all deeply. And my strength is to keep you all safe as much as I can and as long as I can. That is what I choose to do. From the beginning and until there is no breath left in this body.
Raven looks over at myself. Well, you guys did bring me back, at least. Gotta give yourself props for that one.
I am keeping a close eye on you.
Raven just kind of smirks a bit before looking at. Listen, guys. I had never really been good about having friends. But I can't say it's been really terrible meeting you guys. So, thank you.
So, what are we meant to do? I mean, we don't have a
I believe
plan.
it's just up to us. Figure it out.
You're about to meet someone very special to me. You can decide there. Take your time. Well,
All I'm saying.
Before we go, he would look back at Savea again. Assuming we do meet the Harbinger, are there words you wish to be passed on?
my will is yours. He'll know it. He'll feel us. Our choices, our wishes, will be the intent behind what you do. We'll not overstep. We'll not reshape it. We'll give you the chance to do it. What you decide is our will. Any questions before we leave?
So how long was you guys dating for? I'm just kidding.
So, anyways,
I have
Raven.
one.
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, go
Yeah.
right for it, because I'll talk to Nollis after that.
I was just gonna ask before we move forward and disappear. Are we gonna see the others again? And she's very clearly thinking about Soraya.
Listen, if that doesn't become a ship, I'm gonna be so sad.
Of course. Probably very soon.
So they're safe right now.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I just need that reassurance. I'm fine now. Everybody else can keep talking.
Raven's going to use this moment to look back at Nollis. Because at this point, she knows she had to see it too. That version of me deep beneath that water. Is that my only chance, my only hope?
No. I never want you to become that thing. That means there will be no more of you. You're the first. You could become his vessel.
Raven kind of just hugs herself back, keeping that in mind.
If he leaves inside of you, everyone will die.
And you just see her completely pale out from there.
You have
Noted.
to try to resist him. But in doing so, you also have to try to protect and defeat him. Whatever the reasoning, whatever the cause. I hope whatever you decide changes his mind about the world. Because he will end it, and he will end us. And he will try and try and try again. We're hoping that our interference changes things.
This might
That's
be putting
past-
the
Yes, Effie?
this might be focusing on the wrong thing, but now I have a frog in my throat when I start to talk.
felt.
When we leave here, are we going to be able to see each other again? And she's talking about her friends, not these gods.
Astarion points to your chest. You all decide that at the end.
Okay.
Kazriel walks over to Rowan. So, this shard
I
has the ability to do a lot. Don't take it with a grain of salt. If and when you decide to use it, I hope it's the right thing. So, I gave you the shard. You are allowed to give it to whoever you want. But it is an attunement slot item. Unlike your new shard items, those are not bound by attunement, but this shard will be. This shard has a bunch of lore on it. Once per long rest, or once ever if I deem it, you can choose one event, object, truth, or entity that currently exists within your reality and erase it. This is not like disintegration. It's not unmaking. It's a retroactive denial. You can declare it in your words that it never happened, and it rewrites reality itself. The more impossible the denial, the greater the price. So, use it wisely. It's something that's even bigger than a wish spell.
Yo,
Oh, is that all?
I know this is gonna sound a little silly, but I feel like of all of us here, I'm the one with the most love in my heart still for this Ishaloon. And I feel like maybe that's what that shard needs right now. I don't know, maybe that's silly.
I mean, I won't be fighting you for it, that's for sure. But it's not mine to give.
She will reluctantly pass it over.
And Ellie's just gonna kind of like wrap it up and hold it close to herself and just kind of like think some of the warmth of like the earth like into the shard, if that makes sense.
Okay, so no more questions for us? Last time.
Nope.
No questions about how the world was born, how things came to be?
Will
Or-
knowing it help us?
No.
Oh no.
Oh, that.
Sorry, that was an inside thought.
Just the
I've-
inside thought that came out. Whoops.
we have just never met mortals that cared more about. I don't know how to phrase it. Everyone that meets us always asks us when the world started. We made that dumb rule. Let us not rule it. Let us see who among them might rise to meet us. That was the rule. And I feel like it's so dumb because every time they always ask us, so how did the world start? And you didn't. So, you know, it's funny.
I'm more concerned with saving the one that already exists, personally.
I'm more concerned with saving people. Y'all included. If you can. I think of y'all as people.
I would sure hope so.
That's kind of what I mean, anyway. The world is nothing without people.
I'm sorry, I wasn't trying to like step on you a moment. That was.
You're fine.
So, here are some fun facts about the prison. The prison was built after Ishaloon fell. It was created under the pretense that if he begins to unmake the gift, then they must preserve those who might still reignite it. The prison does lie outside of linear time, and it senses individuals across the multiverse or mortal, however you want to view it, who are on the brink of becoming something more, a god, a legend, a liberator, a destroyer. So like literally anyone who has the potential to become something in the grand scheme of things, not just heroes. So that's why when you meet people, they're not always nice or they're bad, or you know, it's always that choice of becoming more. So in this split second before they ascend, awakened, or sacrifice, or break the world, they're taken. Frozen, suspended in this, like, you know, prison of fate. The world forgets about them. The stories of them are never completed. It's not a punishment. It's a pause. It's just a failsafe, just in case things get out of hand. Astarion will have a way to rewrite destiny as a whole if there are people outside of the destiny. So the prison is a twofold, basically, you know, one half of a coin. A prison and its failsafe. Wild, right, guys? Wild.
Yep.
I'm not gonna lie, I think the design of this whole place is a little bit shoddy.
So, looking at this cube, how each block has like multiple blocks inside of it, like another Rubik's cube. That is essentially how like the floors work. So it's like you're spinning a Rubik's cube and you're getting different outcomes every time. And in each of those blocks, they're also doing the same thing. That's why getting to like the center core where the Harbinger is a feat in itself.
And we can't get any more specific guidance about how to reach it from these creators of this place?
And you can ask.
No, this is not me saying that I think we need to do this, but how do we even reach him? If you made it, if you're the architects of this prison.
Where you were right before the shark tried to swallow you whole is a very nice man. Maybe not nice now. Maybe resentful of me. But he may be the only one that sees the truth behind the prison itself. Play his game. And I think you'll have the answer to that.
Alright. And she'd kind of give Ellie a look saying, I'm not saying we need to, saying she's not like ready to be an executioner either.
Nor would I ever want you to be. You seem like the perfect person to hold the needle of fate. Use it wisely. It's a piece of me that I'll never get back.
Is this a bad time to say I don't know how to sew?
Well, I knew it wasn't for sewing. It's for breaking threads. So, do you have to sew? No. You,
Not-
my child, will be the thread breaker.
I don't really know what that means yet in a functional sense.
In time, you will. Well,
Would this be a bad time for Raven to look at her reflection in the mirror?
yeah. So, Raven, if you want to look at your reflection in the mirror, what you see back to you is that celestial form.
Oof, okay.
You have a choice. You have a new ability. Much like modified memory, but on crack.
That's a good way to put it.
You may use this ability on yourself and rewrite one trauma, one name, one failure. You'll remember it wrong, and maybe it will hurt less. You can choose right now, while you're looking in the mirror at yourself. Is there something that you would wish you could forget?
No, not yet. Not yet.
And then as you do, as you choose to not forget, you can go ahead and lose 2 levels of corruption.
Yo! That's sick. Alright.
I'm just saying, I think Mazama should lose some too.
Oh, he's gonna rack
He
up
still
so
has
much.
that bile! He still has that bile to take off 2
Yeah,
levels.
listen, yeah, he's gonna
Listen.
rack up so much.
I still have faith here.
True. Let's allow you to lose 5.
Ooh.
I was gonna say, he did just come across death and basically call my name out for me to fight. I think that's well deserved.
Yeah, we'll lose 5. And Trinket, because you chose not to take the shard for yourself, you can lose your 1 corruption point.
Wow.
Look at us making great decisions.
However, your new shard powers, or whatever you want to call them, come with a steeper version of corruption. How you gain them?
Yay.
Is it supposed to say?
Yes, it does say. So most of everybody's abilities come with 2 passives and an actual active ability. I realized that the other ones were just so inundated with text that it could be lost in translation of what it can and cannot do. So I went ahead and took the ones that you guys did use.
I'm pretty sure the only one I used was Verdant Duality the whole time.
So I remodified them. I thought this was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Damn. The only thing it
What-
doesn't say is one's give corruption anymore.
if we
What?
use our passive ability, is that considered using an Oathstone power?
No. If it's passive,
Okay.
it's passive.
Okay. Cool. That's good to know.
Also, your corruption thing, I made a feat out of it and I put it under your favorites. So on your character sheets, you'll see
Yeah.
on there, I took it out of the text of the item and I put it as a feat.
Oof, damn.
Okay, so with this, everyone slowly vanishes as the space around you start floating upwards and you land back down onto the grass. And from where you guys are to where you guys are on this map is like a couple of miles away. So you are in like a field of grass and trees. In the distance, you can see a whole city.
Raven is instantly gonna turn straight to Ellie, grab her by her shoulders or her paw. Wait, you're still in your line form, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so instead she's gonna put her hand on the slight paw and be like, I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to cause a fight before all that shit happened. I was trying to understand you.
I'm just happy you're alive, sweetie. I don't hold anything against you. If you were trying to understand me, I'm sorry I'm so confusing to understand.
You're not the only one. And she kind of just points at herself.
Was there something you still don't fully understand about me? Something you want explained in a different way?
Raven pondered for a moment. When I can think how to word it correctly, I'll ask you again.
Well, all right, darling. I'll be waiting.
And she just slowly turns to Effie and looks at Tater Tot. I still swear I wasn't trying to get Tater Tot killed. Okay.
Oh, it's okay, I forgive you.
I believe you.
I was a pretty lady.
I
You
also-
did a good job, though.
I don't not like you, by the way. I was just frustrated.
Raven just shrugs. I'm a pretty tough person to get through. I get it. Don't worry.
He just nods a little bit.
Now that all that's done,
On
Zama
to
picks
the
up all
fucking
4 of
next,
his
I
girls.
guess.
Sorry, you're all getting picked up in a squeeze. Oh, my magical girls.
Oh
I can-
god.
I can see Kyle in the corner putting his 2 fingers together. What about me?
No, like Kyle
Come
wants
on.
to do something for a second, but he'll wait until everyone else wants to do something. But yeah, he is
Raven
kind of
just
down in the dumps.
Raven just like tries to take a deep breath. Masammo, I would like to
I'm-
breathe again, please.
I'm just imagining Mazamo trying to pick up a giant lion.
Also-
Listen, if anyone could, it's him.
Yeah.
I'm
Also-
very amused.
Trying to pick up Kyle, I feel like, is a question of logistics because he's not even a non-Newtonian fluid. He's just a
Yeah.
liquid, isn't he?
Yeah,
I feel like he tried. He tried to pull him in, but then it just
I
went
mean,
to
to be fair, though, he has carried Effie, so there has to be like some form of solidation there.
yeah. Like on command, he can like make his liquid more rigid.
Okay, there we
Okay.
go. There we go.
When did I get carried by Kyle? I just don't remember it. When did that happen?
When you were reading the books.
Oh no, that was Mazamo.
Oh, why did I
Yeah.
think it was Kyle? My bad.
No, Kyle was distracting. Remember, he was on the lap of the demon.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Well, then yes, we're bringing it in. The entire squad. Someone's just like, ah, yes,
Hugs all round, I suppose.
hugs all around.
You guys just hear, you guys just feel like massive vibrations of purring.
I'm not gonna get another
Like-
one.
By the way,
I
guys,
ain't a hugger.
0 out of 10. Don't recommend death. If we ever see that fuck again, we're destroying him.
Evil
so-
alternative reality villain.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the 6th tab, the journal tab, you'll see a tab in there that says the first. Each and every one of them has a little picture of the first creator, and then also a little extra lore for you guys whenever you guys feel like reading it.
Where?
Girl, what tab?
The journal
Oh, and
tab.
the
Oh,
Renaissance
I thought you said
too.
general tab.
The journal tab. The 6th tab.
6. I
That's
just
not the
see
6th.
rollable
That's
tape.
the 5th.
Oh,
It's
you
the
guys
5th.
don't. You guys don't get the combat encounter one. Sorry. So yes, 5th.
That's cute. DM,
Yes.
can we take a small break? I got.
Yes.
Okay, great. I gotta put my phone on charge.
It's 8 o'clock,
Awesome.
so
I
we
can go
take
get a
small break.
drink.
I can finally go to the bathroom.
Same. I'm gonna mute myself real quick.
Sorry, that was like
Scoping
2
out
hours of me
things.
talking to myself.
Oh, but it was so good.
Super fair. It was great. I just have to pee so bad.
I'm just gonna
I'm
say,
so happy someone started the
with-
trend. Me too.
with what I sent you, I am so happy with how you did that scene. Just saying.
I I thought it was thematic. It was fun. I liked it.
It was
But yeah.
fantastic. 10 out of 10.
So yeah, each little snippet kind of gives you like what happened, where he's at, what he did, what they did.
Mhm.
So do you guys still hate the Harbinger? I don't. I kind of love him.
Hey, Cole,
Yes.
would you be able to make my token the giant lion?
Yes.
Because I still have wild shape activated from before.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know how to make that happen. Oh, there we go. Wow, God, I always forget how fucking big I am. Oh, that's
Yeah.
insane. Kitty cuddles.
Are we just like underneath you now? Oh no, you're off to the side.
I mean, giant cuddles.
There we go.
Alrighty, I'm back. I just lost half my mouse space.
Why? What did you grab?
I had to plug in my phone, and so it's right in the middle of where I'm moving my mouse on this table.
Damn.
Hmm.
Well, I finally got to tell you the lore of this prison, these gods I created, and the Harbinger.
Does it feel good to get it out?
Yeah. Did it match up exactly what you thought?
I mean, I feel like some of it follows my theory about that it's a place that takes heroes to like build them in a way, but that's
It
still
is.
slightly different. Yeah.
It's the fail-safe in case like everything goes bad, you know. So you would have you have villains, heroes, and everyone in between inside this prison to restart life, you know.
It's a seed bank.
Yes.
That makes me feel uncomfy.
Listen, if I could have used a different word, I would have, but it's the one that makes sense. Notice I did not say it's a sperm bank. So
that is fair. You did not.
And the only one that was not supposed to be here was Ellie.
Ooh.
Wow.
I feel like a problem.
No, you're the unforeseen thing that's gonna help us do things different.
Exactly.
You know?
I guess that's fair.
The variable that wasn't accounted for.
Although, in my brain, I'm like doing the little like finger points together thing that mentioned earlier. But does that mean that I wasn't supposed to be a hero like everybody else?
It means that you were supposed to be a hero so hard that even fate couldn't stop it from happening. How about that? Booyah.
No,
oh wow,
you knew from Soraya's lore about you when she said, like, you know, you were her past. You were a very important person in becoming, you know, the hero of that world. You know, you're the one that inspired Soraya and her gang to stand up for other people and to fight the Harbinger.
Well, I guess that's true.
But you were just, you know, too old at that point to do much.
Too old, guys. I'm just a little old woman.
And in her need of her will to change things, she made a wish to Astarion to go back to a moment that she could decide that this is the person that to change worlds, change the world. So she chose you in desperation, because you're her, what do you call it? Her hero, her inspiration for becoming who she was.
Her idol.
Her
Does
idol.
that mean?
There you go.
Wait. Does that mean that Soraya has a little bit of a crush back on me?
Ayo!
I'm not saying anything, but you can decide what you want out of that.
Shipping. I'm
So
shipping.
that's why. So that's why when I wrote you in, I was like, this is a good spot because it changes things. And
Yeah.
then Kyle, when I asked Colton to play, it was easier because Colton's always been there. His
Gotcha.
character was always there.
He was just like encased in the crystal.
Mm-hmm.
Hey DM.
Yes.
When everyone gets back, can Kyle do something?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Also, this is a completely unrelated question, but totally related actually. Which of the shards was Soraya's originally?
Life.
Oh, so Savea.
Oh no. So you mean Soraya's Astarians, the Shard of Fate.
Ah, okay. That kind of explains the whole like
Changing fate.
prophecy,
Yep.
yeah, vibe.
If it's just like you can't have it back, not right now. I'm using it.
Well,
I
she
think-
can't get it back now, anyways.
Mm.
I think that's kind of funny because I did in fact say I don't believe in fate.
And then her retort was, the only reason why you're here is because of fate. No, everything you guys said was very valid. And everything they said was, valid to them.
I just think that's very ironic.
No, I had a lot of fun. I was glad that you guys decided to speak up because I was like waiting. I was like, please, someone say something.
Effie's just like, I don't want to be a fucking god, so if we can start there with the don't want it,
Effie, in your item, you have specifically a title.
I do. I saw that.
You do.
Where the fuck?
So not to give anything away, but on Kyle's item, does both things cause chaos or only the big one?
Both of them can. If you specifically read, if you use Whirlwind Soul or below 50% of your HP when you use or affected by the spiral dropkick thing, you roll a d20. So it's harder for you to get it, but it also is more detrimental if it happens.
I guess I'm just blind.
Oh, the spiral dropkick thing doesn't actually have it on there that it causes it. It's
Okay.
your
Okay.
it's the corruption part that says it.
Cool. Thank you. Oh, I see now. I see.
Ren, do you have any questions with your new thing?
Well, nobody die. It is odd because my revivify is gone, I believe.
It is.
Don't nobody.
That's okay. I have Revivify.
God damn it! I was like, oh.
The babysitting of the gods is over.
Damn.
Listen, guys, it wasn't my choice to die, okay?
So, you
Yeah,
have
that's crazy.
so inside when you use your Soulfire Genesis, when it becomes that time, you
Mhm.
are allowed to, if somebody is in 30 feet of your area, you can actually click the shard itself, and it will come up with a bunch of things on there.
Mhm.
Specifically the one that says Soulfire Genesis, if they start your turn within 30 feet or end within 30 feet of you, you're just allowed to just use that action whenever you want to give them that 1d6.
Gotcha.
Cole,
Yes.
I'm not saying
Ooh.
shit, but I'm
And why are
very
you crying,
confused.
baby?
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
What are you confused about?
No, I just looked at the map a little bit, just took a little peek.
Uh-huh.
Poison man.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Did you
Yeah.
hear
Lots
a
of people
dog
here.
barking?
That's
Did he hit
wild.
you?
Yeah. Whew. Corruption.
Oh my god.
I'm just saying, you still have that vial to get rid of 2 more levels.
I feel like I'm gonna need it. I'm not gonna lie to you. Looking at my stuff, I'm like, oh shit. The stakes are high, baby. Oh god.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
oh, are
Hey.
we on the
I feel
same
like-
boat? Hold up,
Me and-
I'm holding up a high five to Kyle. Are we in the same boat?
In what boat?
The corruption
Kyle
crazy.
Kyle accepts the high five, but no, we're not. Me and Cole are
Oh.
having secret chat right now.
Oh.
Oh shit. Okay. Well.
I don't know if he'll explain it or not, but it's crazy.
Oh shit.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Ask. Just ask.
What? The thing I wanted to do when everyone got back, or
No,
about?
the question that you have about the
So some of my player tokens and NPCs are on this map from my campaign.
uh-huh.
Oh, nice.
Uh-huh. Like there's a
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
there's
I
a lot from my world.
so what I did was I just took tokens that were already in there instead of making brand new characters.
Mhm.
It's fine.
Okay, great. I thought you were trying to make a crossover happen. I was like, what?
No, I just didn't want to have to make all these tokens, so I just used the ones that are already in the system.
Right.
Honestly, I think with the changes to my thing, it's actually a little safer than it was before.
Hmm.
I got lucked.
I also gave you back an entombment slot, so enjoy.
Yes, now I can wear my mage plate
Oh.
cap.
Oh, how cool is my tattoo, by the way? So, like, my gosh, draw way
Specifically, your tattoo looks like I don't know. It's gold. It has leaves, but it's like almost like etched into your skin,
more.
and it glows a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Rowan's one probably hurts the most. It was seared into her back.
Oh.
Ow.
Oh.
But being seared into your back, look at what you got, Trinket. Yeah, you gain immunity to fire, necrotic, and psychic damage if you use the Wrath of the Molten Will. And all fire damage bypasses resistance and immunity to fire damage. It's one for long rest per minute, so use it wisely.
This shit ain't nothing to me.
You are the embodiment of whatever you want. Oh, you can trade that shard over to. Is everybody back, by the way? Or do you want me to do it?
Cool.
Is
I'm
everybody
back.
Okay? Everyone here? Yes? No? Maybe?
Mhm.
Okay. What would you guys like to do? Would you guys like to walk towards the city?
Can Kyle do
I
something?
believe Kyle.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
Kyle.
Yeah.
Kyle, go ahead.
Can Kyle use a divination point
Uh-huh.
and try to contact his divine?
Channel divinity? Or
Uh-huh.
what?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna use a point.
Okay. What would you like to
And you know his... Oh god. Didn't know it was gonna do that. I'm sorry, everyone.
do?
Because that was super loud for me.
Oh, also, if you need to, turn down your music volumes by going to the playlist section. You can turn down all those volumes.
Ah,
Eh.
gotcha.
I have mine really low.
Okay, I'll do that later. Anyways, Kyle, you know Kyle's divinity comes from his older self, right?
Uh-huh.
So how I see it, it's like every time Kyle makes a big decision, the image of his older self changes, right?
Uh-huh.
So describe to me what his older self looks like as of right now after all that just happened.
Give me 1 second. Let me think about it.
Oh my god.
Because Kyle is very worried about what he's going to turn into.
You are worried.
I'm trying to think here. You see this reflection of him.
Uh-huh.
He's staring at the stars.
Okay.
He's alone beneath the open sky. He's not broken by any means, but like worn down.
Mm-hmm.
The wind still dances for him all around, but now it mourns.
Well, shit.
He's still smiling, but it's like a smile of someone who's learned what it costs to hope. And you can hear him say, I made the multiverse dance, but some steps cost more than I had.
The
When he
multi what?
moves, the breeze still follows him. The multiverse.
Oh.
It's a concept in this.
One of those exists?
Yes.
That was Rowan in character.
There's still light, still chaos, but how somehow things are softer now. As if the wind around you is grieving with you. This was what Thraldarin meant when he wanted to take away or take some of the pain from his brother. He wanted to bury it with the sadness and the happiness all combined together. And then you can see him go up to a hilltop. He sits down all alone.
Okay.
Your oath was not to justice or vengeance or gods. It was just to the choice, to freedom, to making sure nobody was ever caged again, not by fate and not by fear. And when others think about you, they say, he looks like someone who's laughed with gods and wept for mortals. Because you did. And that is what you see of yourself. Old, sad, but maybe happy.
Okay, Kyle accepts it.
That's a wild communion with yourself.
Why?
Nothing. Okay, what would you guys like to do?
I guess
It will
we're in
take
a
you
new
about
place.
It'll take you about maybe 20 minutes or so to get to this clearing where you guys are at right now.
I don't know about
So-
y'all, but it would be great to find a bath. All we've been doing is fighting and sleeping.
What a nice meal.
Nice meal sounds good too.
One where I'm not worried eating it will
I love
like
eating.
doom me, you know?
I fucking love eating, and I ain't eating what felt like a week.
Kyle just like measly raises his hand. He's like, I could have cast food and water whenever.
How about we find a
You find me a
good
nice
spot
juicy
first?
steak, you bastard.
Can we find a nice place first? I know we're out in the middle of nowhere.
In front of you, you guys do see this gigantic settlement that is like reminiscent of like a farm / village. And
This
then
looks
as
a
you
bit-
get closer, you can see these hollowed stumps that look like they use these trees to make the settlement.
Do you think they have nuke?
Go ahead, Ellie. Sorry, I interrupted you.
I was just gonna say, well, we're approaching a settlement. Do you think that maybe, like the gods were saying, or gods, I don't know what to call them, first ones? Like the elemental ones were saying, maybe Soraya's here in the settlement? And, the other ones too. I don't remember the rest of their names. Especially not the shifty one that kept giving eyes to Soraya.
Well, if nothing, as you guys get closer, you guys can see these trees. They once stood really tall, and now they're just hollowed remains. You come through. And as you guys reach the precipice of the city, you see a man standing there. He's standing just before the raised porch. You can see that his bathed in this like warm lantern light. His silvered armor shimmers faintly in this daylight. There's gold there's like gold throughout his armor, throughout his body, just veins of gold. It's almost like white feathers falling from one shoulder down to the ground in like almost like a ceremonial grace. He leans on his staff, shakes his head a few times, puts his hand on the little orb, and you can see it's almost like pulsing like a heartbeat. His voice carries across the field as he was right beside you. Ah, you've come. Like she said you would. He gestures towards the field of stumps. Welcome to the Hollow of Promises. The auction begins when the truth is no longer avoidable. He smiles. You think it's kind. Please, come in. Your name, after all, may already be on the bidding list. Oh, also, he throws a bag at you, Kyle, all the way from over there.
Uh-huh.
Hey, this is a gift from all of us.
Kyle just looks around. He's like, "For what?"
What you're about to do.
And what are we bidding?
That's the goal of it, right? You gotta figure that out.
Right.
You don't know me yet, but I've known your names far longer than you've known your own. He steps aside, and these two figures emerge from behind him. The first one to the right, she's tall. Her eyes are shadowed with like dusk behind them. Every step she takes, you can see like a brief simmer of reality, reluctant to let her go. Her voice is really soft. I dreamt of you, all of you, in the hollow pace that even fate forgets her name. She touched two of her fingers to her temple and looks directly at Effie. Don't lie tonight. The hollow doesn't forget.
Why
It
would
doesn't
I?
forgive.
What are you looking? Huh?
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean Effie. I meant Raven.
Oh, so I
Oh.
was like, damn, that people
Oh
do
no,
too.
why is her neck so long?
Okay.
And then the other
Say
one.
that to Raven. Oh
Um,
shit. Okay.
I love Rowan.
Her
Raven
She's
beauty.
got a really
casually
skinny neck.
puts her
His
hand through
She-
her hair
It's
like,
like really
that's it
slender.
now.
She does have a really skinny neck. It's really awkward. But her hair is glowing, and almost like a golden crown of sunlight captures at like mid-fall. Her smile is very brittle. Her voice is almost musical with like an unsettling undertone. You smell like gods and graves. Lovely.
Raven just looks
She-
at herself. Oh, come on. Please tell me there's a shower nearby.
She walks through you guys, barely brushing against you, as memorizing your warmth. Do you remember what you traded to get this far? No? Then you've paid well.
I paid
Um,
to death.
So the man looks to you. My name is Kesarian. This town is yours for now, but the auction awaits. I will be your floor master. You will bid for your freedom,
Okay,
and the bidding will
baby.
start once someone lies. And as always,
Fuck.
someone does. And the three of them turn away from you guys and walk.
As they do that, can I cast Divine Sense to make sure they're not Celestials?
Oh, yeah, perfect. So when you cast, when you use Divine Sense, you can smell celestial up and down from all three of them.
Kyle gives a grinning look to Raven as he has something up his sleeve.
Raven just looks at him and is like, did they say where the shower is? And she just yells, where's the shower? God's sake, I just want a shower.
Can Kyle use Locate Object to find a shower?
Yeah, they
I think
just know.
you have to have known of where the shower is. Locate object finds like a specific object that you know about,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
When they're all talking to these terrifying little celestial people, can I actually cast Speak with Plants and try and communicate with one of these stumps near me?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I don't know if this is different in the 2024 version, but it says alternatively the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind, such as apparel, jewelry, furniture, tools, or weapons.
Let me see. Find locate object. This is the 2024 version. Cool. Yeah, you can do that. But let's do Ellie's first, and she's gonna talk
Okay.
to the stream before you guys leave.
No problem.
Okay, trying to figure out who to cast the spell. Okay, there we go.
Aw.
Ooh.
Oh, that's a neat effect.
Hopefully the trees aren't hateful.
They instantly just start cussing at you.
Just slurs, just like
One long uninterrupted like beep.
Oh no.
As
You just see like this giant like lion like get up on its back paws, and she's like resting both of her massive paws on the kind of like the top of the stump, and like almost kind of like talking quietly with her face like a little cat-like murmur against the top of the trunk.
And you can hear some humming. Dun, 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 dun.
Hello there, tree.
Oh, hello.
Well, I saw that you and your brethren here were cut down, and I wanted to make sure that you still lived and that you were doing all right and not essentially in pain in any way.
We make fine houses, don't we?
They are beautiful houses. They remind me of my house back home.
That's good. We'll
How
grow.
are you still growing back?
Little by little.
That's
We're
good to hear.
all connected. And as he says this, you hear multiple voices in your head going, "We're connected. We're connected. As long as one of us is alive, we are all alive."
Is there some of you that still exist that haven't been cut down?
Yeah, you saw them on the way in.
Ah, okay.
It was just that the closer you got, the less trees there were, because they used it to build these houses and homes.
Okay. Are you... So you... What is your perception of this place? Is this, connected to the energies of the earth here? Or are you separate still?
We have soil.
I guess that's an answer.
We're fine, little one.
I'm alright. Well, I just wanted to check, because I saw many of your brethren chopped down, and I just wanted to make sure that something...
Remember that your compassion is your power.
Mhm.
And then you see some dead like tree branches kind of shake a little bit, and as they shake, the blackness of the dead start to like peel off, and you can see light green underneath.
Oh, I'm so glad to see that. You just keep healing and growing, all right? And she just kind of gives like the giant paw, just kind of like ever so gently like pats this aged tree stump. All right. Well, if y'all are all right, I should probably best be going with my companions now. I don't want to hold everybody up. I just wanted to make sure everything was copacetic. Okay. And so the lion will get back down on all fours and kind of
Shift back. Are you gonna shift back at all?
No, I'm still a giant lion.
Okay.
She's
Okay,
gonna
so
she's
Kyle.
gonna nuzzle the tree though.
Kyle, when you go to locate a shower,
Okay.
every direction that you look at in this town has a shower.
Cool.
But these are someone's home.
Huh? Hey guys, I don't think there's no public showers here.
There's no taverns in it.
Oh, well, you didn't ask that.
Any inns?
You should ask the people who live here.
I think we're gonna have to find out by talking to people.
But, so, on that note, if you guys would like to go to the character, what do you call it? The character actor page, there is now one called Sailor Stars. It's a joke
Yeah, I haven't
for you
looked at
guys.
it.
So in the inventory is everything that Cassirian gave you guys. Take your time, look through all of it. Take what you want.
Girl, what the hell?
There is a lot of things in that inventory.
Oh my god!
Okay, whoa. That's a lot to go through.
Enjoy.
Wow, would you look at this?
What is that? Am I missing something?
Yes,
Uh,
so
In the actor page.
in the actor page, Sailor Stars,
Mind if I do?
there is
Oh,
a
Y'all wanna go
bajillion
through-
things in there.
Do you want to go through this as a group?
I feel like we probably should.
Yeah.
what
Guys,
what
can I
is
have
all
the
this?
berserker skill?
I mean,
It is a gift from Castarian as he threw it to you. Basically, you guys were handed a bag of holding with a bunch of shit in it
Just gonna,
as a thank you for coming.
Interesting.
just gonna.
So we have a bow and arrow, whirlwind
Guys, I almost made
bullets.
a terrible joke. I was gonna say, I often get presents as a thank you for coming myself.
Oh.
My god.
So who uses bows and arrows in this group?
Raven, I think.
No, surprisingly.
Did she use
Oh.
one arrow?
Did any of us have range like
Uh,
that?
I mean,
Let
Mazama
me
could use it
see.
potentially.
Let me see if I even have specialty. I
Not everything has-
guess.
Not everything has to be used. It's just this is things that you guys can or cannot use. Or maybe you can use them to trade with other people for things.
Yeah, I think we're just going through them right now. So it was just an open-ended question. We don't have to give it to somebody.
Duh. I just want that berserker skill.
You should be able to either take it or drag and drop it onto your character sheet.
When I do, just out of curiosity, should I use the importer or don't use it?
Use
Just
the
either
importer.
Drag and drop or use the importer.
Drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. I think I've already it's already imported, so just drag and drop it. And then you can delete it from the character sheet. But these were just some items that I think were really cool. I don't really have any other ways to give you guys items because there's not a conventional loot system in this dungeon.
Yeah.
That staff
I
of
am-
desolation is wild.
I am
Mhm.
immediately intrigued.
I'm the only
Um,
one that can use the Staff of Desolation, I think.
And then,
Well, it
however,
has.
there are 2 items of a ring. It's called the Rings of the Spell Sharing. There are 2 of them. And to use it, both casters will have to be attuned to it.
Oh, that's
Just
cute.
just to clarify how that works.
Ooh. Puzzle ring of vitality would be real nice for the paladin.
There was another thing I saw that was paladin-y. What was it? It literally mentions Divine Smite.
This one lets him lay on hands from 10 feet away.
Really? Where's that at? I'll take it right now. Oh, I see it. The puzzled ring of vitality, life, and power.
Yep.
And you said we just drag and drop, right?
Yep.
Drag. Drop. Did that work? Drag. And drop. Okay, there we go. And then delete.
There are also things that that require no attunement slot too. So find them, use them, enjoy them.
I see a lot of good, less here.
So our shard takes up one of our attunement slots, right?
Not
Nope.
anymore. Not anymore.
Okay.
So I like that text there.
See, you guys said you wanted. Lucy said she wanted me to roll, so I did. I got 12. That's called lucky. So I planned for lucky.
Here it is. Rod of the Wastes mentions Divine Smite, by the way. Up in the weapons section. Boy, there's a lot of stuff.
Okay, that ring of earth elemental command is cool.
It's like wind elemental, or air elemental, but for Earth.
Yeah.
Is everyone
Yeah.
okay with me taking the shield of the Eldritch Maw?
I don't have shield
Yo.
proficiency. Yeah.
Where
go for it.
exactly is this? Sorry.
Oh, it's
actually,
under the character sheet, Sailor Stars in the inventory.
In the inventory?
Yes, your group sheet has a inventory section that you guys can steal stuff from.
That's cool.
also
Party
the
inventory.
amulet
Yes.
of Radiant would also.
So when I open the party inventory, all I see is a breastplate and plate armor.
No, not there. So in the actual character, like the actor section, there is one called Sailor Stars. That is called a group. It's a new thing that they implemented. It's a group character sheet.
Understood. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Guess who just gained an attunement slot?
Hey.
So I can pick one more thing to be attuned to.
There's
How do
also
you
a
do
bunch
that?
of potions.
I haven't got that far yet.
Oh yeah, the amulet of Radiant.
Okay, just for like the vibes, I kind of love the Rose of the Queen Valkyrie.
That was cool, but I didn't see how that could fit into Kyle's character.
I just like it's all about like it's gross things.
Go for it.
it makes everything that you kill a red rose grows from the corpse. It's just very
Ooh.
thematic. It also has like thorn attacks and things. And something called a blooming strike.
So one of them in there is a really cool item that does not require attunement. It's called the Ramp Up Ring. The ring holds 3 charges, and you gain 1 charge at the end of your turn in combat. If you score a critical hit while in combat, you immediately gain 3 charges up to its maximum. While the ring has 3 charges, you gain +3 to damage rolls from weapon attacks, and the minimum roll you have to roll on a d20 to score a critical is reduced by 1. The ring loses all of its charges when combat ends and when you remove the ring.
Are we allowed to take multiples?
This is all yours.
Okay.
You guys decide as amongst the party who gets what.
Are you guys okay with me
I-
taking the Rose of the Queen Valkyrie?
I am.
Yeah.
What does half of this do?
How do we add it to our sheet?
Drag and drop it and then delete it from this sheet.
Okay, but he said drag and drop, but I would open up your inventory page and then drag it into there.
Oh yeah, drag it into your inventory. Trinket, I did put one of them in there for you, specifically for you, because I liked it. It's called Ifriti's Bangles.
Oh. Well, I'm thinking of, since I keep my second hand free, I could use a shield. This Astral
plenty
Aegis looks
in
pretty
here.
cool.
Yeah.
You can take both. I actually don't know.
There's a grimoire, but I don't think it's worth the attunement slot.
Do I have a free attunement slot? I have a free attunement slot.
With weapons, will we still be able to do the thing where I think somebody did this earlier, where like they got a new weapon and then it combined with their old weapon?
You have to talk to Trinket about that.
Ah. I will have to talk to Trinket about it. Do I delete it from the other list once I've dragged and dropped it?
Yes.
Okay.
I wish it just like gave it to you automatically, but
Do I have to be... I don't have to be attuned to the hammer all the time, right?
no.
What do these bangles do? What are they called,
Well,
you said?
Ifriti Bangles. Ifriti is a fire spirit, I think.
Okay, we're just gonna test this out and put this in my my sheet real quick to see how much armor it gives me. Because this seems very, very valuable. Take this off. Put this on. Damn it.
Oh, there is one in there bookish for you. If you take it, you need to roll a d8 from the item.
Am I just supposed to figure out which one it is? Is that the...
No. It's called druidic shape charms.
This is the very bottom of equipment.
Oh! These small and charms are carved in the shape of
Should I take this armor even though it gives me reduced armor class?
Oh, this is sweet as shit.
Once again, anything on there, talk to Trinket. If there's something that you would like to try to do, Trinket can you manipulate armors and weapons.
Guys, this allows me to either turn into a celestial, a dragon, an eldritch, a fae, a fiend, a forest, a monster, or a slime.
That's
Oh,
wild.
is that it?
So you
No,
can just turn into anything.
No.
I have to roll a d8, and then I get to choose. I get one of those.
Ah, I see.
But those are the options.
Okay, well the armor. Are y'all okay with me taking the banded plate of the Platinum Lord?
Yeah, that's fine.
Sure.
Okay, great, because it has 7 charges on it, and I can do some wild shit with it. Like
Can
there's
I
one
take?
called.
Oh,
Oh no, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask if I could take Amulet of the Coldfire Phoenix because I have not very much health for someone who's in melee all the time.
Yeah.
Well, to go along with that, this armor has something called Reflect Radiance. So if I restore hit points to someone, and a creature fails a DC save, my spell save DC, they take half of whatever I healed that person for in radiant damage.
Guys, I have a 22 AC.
Shit.
That's what I have right now.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Ruin of Clan Badass.
Okay, so, are you taking that charm?
I really want to, yes.
Okay.
It's really cool. I just really hope I don't get a 3 or an 8.
Okay, roll that d8 and let's see what you get, and then I will give you the right charm.
Okay.
And then
So
I have
I
to
just
pick what creatures you get.
well, it says which ones I can.
But I have to find them then, the one that
Oh,
fits the theme.
gotcha.
So
Okay.
on the item, you should be able to roll the d8.
Okay. Oh my god. I'm so nervous. Wish me luck, guys. It's a big deal. Okay.
Is this like you make the roll now and it's your only one? Is it-
Dragons, yes.
Oh,
You
you
can
got
turn into dragons.
I turn into dragons. Okay.
Okay,
Cool.
so narratively, I have to find dragons now that aren't too strong, but also question mark. And that's really befitting because, you just came from Willen's area. Wild.
Okay. Do I should delete this from the list now?
Yes.
Oh my god. Wait, okay, I have to kind of add this to my thing.
Nope, I got it. I got it for you.
Oh, you
Are we
did?
supposed to delete it after we take it?
Yes.
Okay.
Wait, let me refresh my page because I didn't see it pop up. It's not showing for maybe I have to close it completely and then restart.
Oh, that's why, because I'm putting it on the wrong character sheet.
That would do it, yeah.
I'm putting it onto your lion's character sheet, which goes away.
Oh, yeah, I was very confused. I was like, I don't see it. Okay.
Okay, I will find.
All right.
We together will find you some dragons to transform into.
That's
Okay.
hella cool.
Da 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 da.
What is Witch's Circle? It does. What kind of weapon is it? It just.
Witch's Circle.
Yeah.
Da da da. It looks like it says Damascus steel with a simple ring with the interior edge dulled, but it's comfortably less in your hand. So I think it has to do something with those circle type like blades. Hold on, let me find one.
They're like handheld.
Like what
situations,
Xena
like
used?
curvaceous.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
I will say the Dark Fathom armor is very thematic for Raven.
I thought about it, but the jacket I have right now is a little better.
That's fair.
Because I do I get from?
I mean, the cool thing that you get from it is your abyssal swagger. in resistance to fire and cold damage. That's like the only
Yeah, there we go.
to it.
Other than the speed. Usually I can only go 30. That allows me to go 40.
Yep.
And if I dash, it doubles. That's really helpful.
I'm just looking at all the things and I'm like, these things are so, like, thematic.
Well, fun fact: if you inquire why you guys have these items, you might learn that some of these items were traded.
But it does. And
Is Rowan able to like do things like take enchantments from one weapon and put them onto another weapon that already has enchantments like additively, or is that too much?
That is something doable, but requires a skill check.
Because Staff of
to do that with
Desolation,
clothes.
Staff of Desolation is really good, but it's like
Are you
it's
guys
only a
good with me
+1.
taking the Dark Phantom armor?
With the what? I mean I'm fine with it.
It'll be a gamble when Trinket makes rolls if you guys want to do this to smash stuff together.
Hmm.
Doesn't someone have something
what,
to do with
sorry?
time?
If you guys decide to smash all these things together,
Sorta.
you will be making a bunch of rolls basically to see how successful you are. If it keeps the full enchantment or half the enchantment or none at all.
If somebody does, they should take the bottle of spare time.
That is it down at the bottom?
Yeah, it's whenever you're
Okay.
affected by haste or slow, the bottle can fill up with sand up to a maximum of 5 charge, and then you can release the sand. And
The
you,
wishing
it,
well
it,
token is cool.
Oh,
yeah,
I
and
see.
it causes the time to stop spell.
There is a cape.
Also, some potions in there for you guys.
I do. Well, I don't cast haste. I cast it some.
Did you read your item, Effie?
My
Your
needle.
new one? Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. So, if the requirement states when you're casting a spell or taking an action, you may ignore one standard requirement of that action or spell,
Mhm.
such as line of sight, range, verbal or somatic components, concentration, or a precondition that states
Oh,
things like must be willing or must be visible.
Oh no.
Do you get the theme of what you can do?
I missed the word concentration in that list.
But after
I take a
using this
corruption.
ability, you take a corruption.
No, there's nowhere that says what happens with corruption on the item like there was before.
Nope. It is now on your character sheet as a whole. If you look in your favorite section onto the right side where your picture is, you'll see the harbor. Yours says the Harbinger's Touch,
Yeah. It doesn't.
and then that is your new corruption.
Okay.
And then when you open that up, you'll see where your points are.
Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hang on. Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh, tectonic gauntlets are fucking badass.
Everyone okay with Kyle taking the tome of the
Actually-
planar wandering and wandering?
Actually, that works well because it's technically armor and not a jacket. And just get rid of the +2.
Yeah. It will just take you a minute to read this book.
Okay, great.
Hey, quick question.
Yes.
So, I know it's technically the curse feature, but the tectonic gauntlets say that they become one with my flesh and prevent me from removing them. So does that mean that I can use them in wild shape? Because technically that's the wording of the curse. And I am taking a -4 to my intelligence to do that.
I didn't think about that. That's wild.
Just asking.
Wild. No, next time I need to read everything properly.
Yeah.
Was that a yes? Because I am okay with Ellie getting stupider.
What is your what is your intelligence right now? Oh, I
11.
mean, -4. Ooh.
I'm gonna take this null chalk.
Yeah, I think that's going to be very useful in like this session or next.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle,
Yes.
do you want the Tempest Griffith
So-
tape? Or does anybody want it, I should say?
Also, you will probably like this, but it means I will also no longer be attuned to the Scepter of Majesty.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Kyle is good on that Tempest Griffith feather cape.
Yeah, you can have it. At least as far as I'm
Guys,
concerned.
I'm just gonna collect. Listen, I did put in my background. I have a little note in my background lore that literally says, Cape Enthusiast, the original Cape Enthusiast.
We love that for her.
So I'm still waiting on your decision, Cole.
I gave up like 5 minutes ago, so that's a yes.
He's like, I made my bed and I will lie in it, I guess.
Awesome.
Yeah, I can tell Cole didn't read these items all the way.
So these are
Hey.
part of my body now, and that means I can also use these while a dragon.
I'm gonna take
I'm-
the bottle of spare time too. Yoink.
I'm just gonna send this effect and not tell him what item it is in the chat, and just let everyone read it.
Okay.
All right, there
Because-
we go.
Hang on.
I think
Tone-
Kyle wants to take this.
You know what's funny?
What?
Yes, I knew that was in there.
Really?
The 3D bottle, yes. It goes with the 3D gauntlets or the bangles.
Did someone take the bangles?
I think they were intended for Rowan,
No,
right?
I mean yes, but no.
What was?
They do fire damage, yeah.
It lets
Whoever
Rowan
took-
fly.
Whoever took the
Free
bangles,
thing.
they can have the potion.
What potion?
The Freddy bottle.
Oh my gosh,
Mm.
adorable, like rat mouse genie.
Didn't you get the theme of like Trinket and then what I did to her and then how it kind of really matches up with like the fire theme of 3D? Come on.
Oh, okay. Can I also? Do you guys mind if I take this Sovereign Seed duffel? It means I get an extra planar garden to play in.
That's cute.
I'm scared
And
of
it
what
also
us
lets-
getting so juiced up means. I'm gonna be honest.
What did you say?
There's a thing I once heard on the internet that happens in video games, and they called it gore shadowing. And it's when you start getting a bunch of really good shit right before you're about to like face like something real bad. So are we being gore shadowed right now?
Possibly. And you guys haven't even like walked into town. Wait, no, Mazama has walked into town.
I had started to, but then I just want to shower.
Guys, I've got a magical garden. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm a dork.
Oh no, you're
I'm-
fine. I wasn't sighing at you. I was sighing at reading these things.
Oh my god,
So,
Kyle can become a real boy.
yes, there is a true polymorph scroll in there.
Does this Kyle want to be a real boy?
I don't know. Does Kyle want to be a real boy?
Kyle's a real boy.
Frost's Tide.
I could also learn it, but not right now. But I will eventually only have one level 9 spell slot, so.
Ooh.
I'm trying to decide if that-
Is Mazamo still here?
He sure is. What's up?
Did you see the ramp up ring? That does not require attunement?
I did not. It's so funny. I went through and I was like, okay, what would he? I was like, okay, I want the kilt, and then I grabbed like one greater potion and then a potion of vitality, and I was like, that seems about enough. So hold on, I'm gonna go take a quick gander.
Here's
Oh my god. Can I have that?
Yeah?
That's why I suggested it, yeah. Yeah, that's pretty...
I'm gonna take that. Okay.
I think
Okay.
Kyle is going to take the scroll, the true self.
I'm not gonna lie, someone should.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was like, I'm just gonna go through. What would he want? I was like,
Effie, the troll blood elixir might be good for you
The what?
since you do have a troll blood elixir.
Maybe. No one else
Okay.
wants it. No sense
So
in leaving it on the
crit.
ground.
So crit threshold -1.
Oh,
add
what's this
another
binding
effect,
oath?
damage. This is bonus to weapon damage, so +3. Add, and there you go. The ring is now active on your character sheet.
I mean, technically,
Okay.
we have this with us, so
Yeah, you guys have
I'm
this.
gonna leave-
It doesn't go
yeah.
anywhere.
yeah. So I'm gonna call myself good for now, just because reading so much is gonna hurt my brain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good.
I was just gonna ask really quick, did anyone take want to take the champion shield?
I can't use shields.
I took the shield
I
that I
cannot
wanted.
blade dance with a
Shields-
shield.
Show me.
Oh wait, that's a metal shield, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I
you can
can't.
only... Yeah. Druids can
I
only
just-
use other non-metal, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I just thought it was cool because it gets the design of dragons, so I thought it would be very cool and thematic.
Guys, this
Uh,
astral shield is worth 200,000 gold.
The Astral Aegis.
Yeah.
oh my god.
The
Got it.
bangles, same thing.
Holy shit.
Hot, fifth of a milli.
God damn.
Okay,
Okay, with the drip.
she's dripped.
Fucking flex on him.
I think my most expensive stuff is 40,000.
Oh, damn, that's a tower shield.
Imagine not having multiple 200,000 gold items. What a fucking
Tower-
loser.
Tower shields are listed
I
differently.
can just
than
cast
regular shields, isn't it?
ancestral or astral projection without material component.
Okay, so let's get back in this since everyone is like walking around now. Who wants to go first? As you guys are walking into the city, as Raven has walked up to a random lady.
I
Where's
guess I'll
it?
stop looking at everything now.
Okay, Miss Feyre.
Anyway, she's just gonna look up to the person and be like, "Hey, do you have a shower I could chance? Please."
Shower? Yeah. Why wouldn't we have showers? We built a city.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have one that I may use?
Oh, you're asking if you can use my shower. Yeah, anything for the
Yeah.
heroes.
Sweet. She immediately goes in there for a shower.
The
No
towels
hesitation.
the towels are in behind the bathroom in the closet.
I'm gonna go
Thank
find
you.
somebody and also ask for the man by your shower.
While she's in the shower, she's actually just gonna take the time to sit under some hot water to try and shake off the shiver of death and kind of just cry on her own for a few minutes.
Oh, Raven.
Oh.
Girl
So-
needs a moment.
Kyle goes up to these two people that he definitely does not know.
Uh-huh.
Well, his player character doesn't know.
Uh-huh.
And he's like, "Sup, I'm Kyle. So what do y'all do here?"
I fix things and she enchants things. We were it's a lot. We don't know what we're doing here anymore. When we got to this floor, it was like kind of heaven sent, you know. There's no danger. Just when I'm ready to move on, I can.
So y'all came here willingly and then stayed?
Well, we all fought our way here. Each and every one of us. The same as you.
Gotcha.
Yeah. We did some stuff. We're not proud of it. That's why we haven't moved on yet.
Interesting. Did y'all do stuff here?
No.
Oh, on the
Let me
other
tell you-
floors.
Let me tell you about this one floor we're on. We had to
Uh-huh.
beat this like monkey king, and we tricked him into like. Never mind.
Right.
Let's just say we're tired of fighting.
So do y'all have any special traditions on this floor?
Yeah, we built in a tavern just to have fun. Drink all you
Fun,
want,
you
eat all the
say.
food you want, relax, enjoy yourselves. The hardest part is figuring out what you want to do to move on. And when the time comes for the auction, we'll all be there for you.
And I'm the one being auctioned.
Your freedom, yes.
Oh,
Come again?
right. Do you know what the term slavery means?
Oh, don't think about it that way. It's not
Don't think-
that serious. It's
Don't think
more
about it like it is.
when I say your freedom, I mean the power to move through floors. The floor master here can grant you something to move on.
So move on but can't leave.
I'm saying this all wrong. It would be better to hear from him than us. We're just
Right.
not ready yet. We've all decided to stay here to help you.
Okay.
We've been waiting for a while.
Kyle's creeping out and he goes back to the group and he's like, "I don't like it here, y'all. I'm having a bad time here recently.
What happened?
They said they're auctioning my freedom."
When did we? What?
Yeah, they
Yeah,
said
they've been
that
saying
if
some
they
weird
auction
things.
my freedom, then I'll be stuck here, but they'll give me a gift.
What's the matter?
How do we avoid that? Because none of us agreed to being auctioned.
Yeah, I know. And
Guys,
what did
Brooke
this guy-
Summers is here.
Wait.
Oh no! Oh
what did
shit!
this guy even give me?
Oh my
Cole, what
God.
did you give me?
Nothing. I gave you nothing.
You threw something at me. The other guy
Oh.
did.
Yeah, I gave you that bag of holding with all that stuff in it.
Oh. Oh, we took things that we shouldn't had, guys.
Wait, is that what happened?
That's what happened. I did not put two and two
No.
together.
I'm crying.
You can have everything back.
I want you guys to make me an insight check.
Okay, great.
All of us?
Yes. Except Raven, because she's crying.
Yeah.
I'm so good at
Oh
these.
my god.
Oh, great.
She's having a time, guys.
Are we all doing blind? Or
I guess so.
Oh.
There's a lot of my characters from my campaign here. We have this. Y'all zoom out.
Okay,
We
so
have Zara, Bo.
Effie and Colt, Effie and Kyle. When you guys look at these items that you guys are just, started using,
Mhm.
there is a kinship to the people who are here.
Well,
you know.
fuck. Now can I do an Arcana check?
Can I do an
They-
Arcana check too?
Yes.
Because it sounds like
my-
we're siphoning their souls. Oh yeah, it's probably better you're doing an Arcana check because I have a -1 Arcana.
I have. I just rolled a 30. So.
Yeah. There is no magical sense of like you siphoning energy from them, if that's the question you're asking, but more or less their will and soul imparted on the item.
What the fuck?
Let me make this clear. Basically, they have all pulled together their most valuable things, and they've given them to you.
Mm.
And what are they asking in return specifically?
Obviously,
Yes,
my
you'll ask.
freedom.
Guess you'll just have to find out.
Meanwhile, you guys are focusing on that. Ellie, you just all hear boom, boom, boom as Ellie starts
Oh
like
yeah.
full bounding, like shaking the ground, like heavy footfall, full bounding over here, and then just like full like lion wraps around Soraya.
Oh.
Hey, you guys made it. Did all of you guys make it?
Yes, darling, we were all here.
Fuck you.
That's good. I was really worried after you guys went to chase. Yeah,
Loud purring.
we gathered some friends.
Y'all found friends? You mean the people here in this village?
Yeah, we told them about you and about what you can do, and how you might actually save us all.
And they all just they just all want to help us out?
We all have a goal, don't we?
That's so beautiful.
Mind you, they said they're auctioning Kyle's freedom.
Yeah, Ellie wasn't there for that.
To be clear,
Oh, I see, I
they
see.
said all of your freedoms.
Uh, uh,
So how'd y'all get over here? Like, was it hard? Did you go to many different places? I hope you didn't have to be too much danger.
Well, Will over here has been really nice in helping us. We're glad that we found him. We went through a few floors, found a few people. It's been like 3 weeks, 4.
Okay, just for my own out of character, did you say Will over here?
Uh-huh. He
As
was
in-
that mysterious man that you guys kept trying to throw things at.
Okay, as
Yeah.
in Willin?
No.
Oh, okay. Just really close names. Cool.
Yes.
Just checking.
Okay, let me do this. His name is now Eric.
That's so much less confusing for me. I appreciate you.
God damn it, Eric.
Well, I'm so glad that y'all are safe. I was so nervous. I mean, we ran into a spot of trouble. Raven died for a little bit. It was. I was that whole time I was thinking, oh my goodness, I hope that the same kind of thing isn't happening to Soraya right now.
Well, I have to say, we might be a little bit stronger than you guys are. Maybe not. Maybe not.
Well, I appreciate a
Ouch.
strong woman.
You don't have to worry about us.
I
But you do remind me of somebody. I can't really... And what did your name was again? I totally forgot. I don't think I even asked.
Ellie looks crushed, but
Oh.
she is trying to hide it, and luckily the fact that she has animal features right now means that her facial expressions are not terribly human.
I like
she-
how she has not shifted back yet.
she looks as sad as a giant lion can look. Just
Oh,
like
I didn't mean anything bad about that. I just... When you guys saved us, I don't think I asked you guys your names. But you already knew who we were.
well, my name is Ellie Mae Goodcrest.
Wait. No, it can't be.
The Ellie Mae
You-
Goodcrest, apparently.
Of the London Goodcrests, I'm so sorry. Call back.
I made that
Pseudo
joke
Goodcrest.
the other day.
Did you?
But yeah, I'm Ellie Mae. You're you in the future, I guess. Were the one that brought me here.
You're saying
That's-
that's the little one of the one that brought you here?
That's really weird.
I guess that's one word for it, yeah.
So... Do you know who you are?
Well, I was told by Soraya that
You
I
mean-
was. But
You mean
you?
me?
Yes, I was told by you, but you in the future, future you, that that apparently I become something of a hero in your world, and a little bit of an inspiration to your party in the battles ahead. At least that's how it was told to me. I can't really imagine myself as being too much of a inspiration or an influencer. I'm not really a fighter. I'm a lover. But
Well, that's the beauty of you. Like, don't be too presumptuous when I tell you about your future, because I guess that doesn't apply anymore. But, you know, I grew up reading about you. You were just some girl with callous hands. Everyone thought you were odd because, you know, you could talk to trees. But it wasn't because you talked to trees, it was because you answered them. You claimed Moss knew names of, like, the world before. You listened to enough that the rocks would teach you patience, the mushrooms would tell you who died and who deserved to. They called you mad. They stopped when you stopped a volcano with your bare hands. The legend says that you just didn't redirect it, you told it to calm down. It wasn't your power that made you dangerous, and why we all revered you. It was your love. Your love of the forest that wept when the roads were carved too deep. The love for creatures that were hunted to extinction for a god's petty challenge. The love for balance and the great breadth of the world in and out. You were the first person to stand up to the Harbinger when he came. You chose not to run when we all did. Well, when I say we, I mean my forefathers. So, I owe it a lot to you, and we made a vow to protect our world where we came from because of you. And then you just vanished. Some people said you were a tree. Some people said you turned into stone. Others believed you were, offered godhood. So, I don't know. The druids talk about you all the time.
Well, all I know is I can see why I would think that way and do those things. Definitely sounds like me. I do think, though, that I've reconsidered on fighting, and I've come to a point where I think that the Harbinger needs as much understanding and love as any tree or mushroom or patch of earth. I think it sounds to me like the Harbinger is just as much a natural part of the world as all the rest of us, and it sounds like for a long time there's been a lot of hate directed his way. And I'm hoping maybe instead of standing with punishing justice, that standing with open arms and a loving heart, maybe that'll bring the message a little clearer, if that makes sense.
And that would make sense why you said that I came and found you.
You fell out of the sky, sweetheart.
Yeah, I don't remember any of that. The last thing I remember is... Honestly, I don't remember.
And then you disappeared in my arms.
Well, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad you're here now. Kassarian has a proposition for everybody. Hopefully, it's one that will get us all free.
We can only hope. Hope is what keeps everyone alive.
Hope is what got us here, and I'm happy. I'm sad that I don't hear her voice anymore.
Surveyors?
Astarians.
Oh, damn it. I meant to say that, but I just got them mixed up again. I
To
would
not
have
be
said
confused with the vampire Astarian.
Listen.
so just rolling
Wasn't
that
my
back.
immediate thought.
She
It wasn't
definitely
either, but now that you mention.
That's very funny. She definitely would have said Astarian because Ellie is better at remembering things than I am, apparently. Although now she is 4 points stupider. Oh god. Oh shit,
That's
I still have to take that off my sheet, don't I?
Yep.
How do I just edit that?
Yep. Oh, don't edit your current sheet. Edit your other sheet. Like your current
Right.
sheet, when you pop up, is the lion's sheet.
Gotcha.
Well, we're gonna go to the auction house and wait for you guys when you guys are ready. Take your time. We've been here for a minute. We have plans to go to the next place. There is something that we want to find. We heard rumors of a crown. It's broken into pieces, but we're gonna find all the pieces.
Oh,
Oh, what's the crown for?
We
Oh.
don't know.
I do love a mystery.
But it does hold pieces to the prison structure and code.
Well, maybe we can do a little bit of a jailbreak if we put it together.
We're hoping that's the case.
For everyone. Even the Harbinger doesn't deserve to be trapped here.
But you were better than me.
I don't think that's the case. Anyway, so I guess should we go join the rest of the companions and stuff? She's just she's blushing and trying to look away. Luckily she is covered in fur.
Yeah. We'll meet you guys when the auction happens. You'll know when it's time.
Well, alrighty. I will see you then.
And they all walk into this big
Beautiful.
giant house. She turns around and smiles as she closes the door.
Oh, she caught that.
So, on just appearances alone, every one of these people look like they can hold their own. They're weathered adventurers. Kyle, you're muted.
I said, right. I'm sure they are. Lilith, Lady Marlowe, Seraphina.
You can make up their names for them, it's fine.
That's what their names are in my campaign. Ambrose.
But yes, what would you guys like to do? Everyone's talked about a tavern that you guys can hang out at, or you guys can choose when you are ready to go to the auction.
I think Kyle wants to get straight to the point at this point.
In that case, when Raven's done her shower, she's gonna thank the person one more time.
I think Kyle's just
He's
standing
already-
out there waiting for you.
No.
And she's made sure her eyes are dried and everything before she comes back out, and she just almost runs to Kyle. She's like, "Oh, hi."
Kyle's like, there's some things we need to talk about as we walk back to the group.
Raven just
No.
nods like, "All right.
They want to auction our freedom.
Why am I not surprised?"
Well, do we have to participate then?
It doesn't seem like we have an option.
Aye.
We don't
No
have an
options.
auction option?
Yeah.
Now wait here. What do you mean by they're gonna auction off freedom?
Well, they said it
Sounds pretty
in replace of
straightforward.
our freedom, they're going to give us something else.
Did they
Like
say
a consolation
what?
prize.
Nope.
What could possibly
Okay.
make that worth it?
Well,
Oh,
Kyle has no idea, and he does little gun fingers.
and what do you mean by freedom? Like our ability to leave?
Yes, this plane.
Well, we can't stay here.
Absolutely not. So we have to get to the bottom of it. We have to go see that guy again that gave us all this
Say it
stuff.
ain't so.
say it ain't so.
Okay, so
I'm so sorry.
since you guys misunderstood everything, I love it. Wonderful. Would you guys like to go to the auction house?
I mean,
What other choice do we have?
I mean, you guys can go to the bar and have some fun.
That is true. That is
I'm-
true, guys.
I am kind of surprised that Kyle is not suggesting that we party. Are you
I
feeling
know.
okay, Kyle? Do you need a hug? Like just like
Oh.
a just giant like cat paws like hold up at you? Like,
Kyle
Ellie.
rubs his
Raven's just
arm
gonna.
and
Go
he's
ahead.
like, I don't think life's all about partying all the time.
What? Kyle! Raven
as-
just looks at everybody. Actually, before we do this, we just take some time. I feel like we've been on the go on. Could
Yeah,
we just take a
the-
moment?
The auction house does have a bar and food there too. So if you guys want to go to the auction house, you guys don't actually have to head up to the auction room until you're ready.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. Okay. How about we
but,
get some of that food we were talking about, guys?
but I'm going to revert Ellie Mae now since it has been over the allotted time.
Has it?
I would say it's been over an hour since you guys came here. Since Raven's taking a shower and etc.
Yeah.
The mention of food.
A long ass shower.
yeah.
Woo!
Okay, so with that, here you guys go. To the auction house.
Food, 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 food,
Food.
food.
Hi, welcome.
Hello.
Oh, I guess.
What
Do
can
you
I get
want
for you
food?
guys? Oh, yes. I got wine, beer, food. Anything you guys want.
Oh
Beer.
my God. A
I'll
saint.
take one.
A saint. I'll take 2 beer. Good amount of food.
Okay. This is a really big order. Just let me call somebody over. She turns over and you can see that this girl looks like she's tired, angry. So, you guys all finally made it here. The ones we've been waiting for.
Kyle raises
Trish,
him and he's like,
What
ma'am,
can I do?
if you don't want to make the drinks, I can just make them.
No. We wouldn't have created this whole place for you guys. Anyways, let me get to work. And she starts like
Or-
making you. She starts
Wait.
making you drinks and stuff and pouring you beer.
Guys, I think we should ask them how long they've been here waiting for us.
I think we just did.
Oh, was that a question you actually wanted to ask me? Or were you just talking to yourselves?
I mean,
think
we're
we want to actually ask you.
We're getting a lot of hostile energy kind of from your general direction.
I'm just tired of being here.
Are you stuck here?
Aren't we all stuck here?
No, I don't think
And-
so.
And Trish just kind of looks like she shakes her head. She goes, "You're confusing them. Just say what you want to say." My name is Laura. I was what you would call. I don't even know anymore how to describe it. When I came here, I fought so hard to get back to my god. I fought forever. And I was so close. And it didn't mean anything, because there's no way out. It took me a long time to finally settle in that I would have to wait for a savior. And then if it wasn't for Cassarion, we would all be lost. So yes, we have all been here for a long time, waiting for the heroes that will save us. Imagine that. Heroes waiting for other heroes.
I mean,
Well, That sounds like a rough story, but I wouldn't say it's a reason to be all bitter at us.
Oh, I'm not bitter at you. I'm bitter at life. And Trish goes, yep, bitter at everything you do.
I look around at all this and all of us, and Kyle says, "Not to be rude, but I don't think we're heroes. We're just stuck here."
Exactly my point. We're all in the same boat. Why do you guys get special treatment?
Well, have you ever thought of a way to try to get out?
Yeah, we have. And none of us can win the auction. We've tried. Every time a new person comes, we have a new auction. And every single time, no one wins.
So are you saying only one person wins the auction?
Something like that.
Oh, what's the catch? Why don't you win?
Because we all give something that isn't what he wants.
I
And
Oh,
think
then
so
she
someone's
looks,
keeping you here.
and then she looks at every one of you with your new bling out things. We were asked not to ask for things back. If you were to take, we were to accept. As we have already given those things up for our freedom. But it doesn't mean anything when it doesn't give us freedom. And he said, the ones will come when the time is right, and we will all be free. So here, I'm working, pouring beer, doing meaningless things when I could be out there fighting more people, saving more people. But no, I chose to stay here to serve you beer. So what beer would you like? I have 4 different choices.
And
Do
they
they
are?
cost money?
Anything dwarven?
Everything
Give me
free.
all 4.
And yes, we do have a dwarven stout. And she pours you a nice big glass.
I mean, Effie downs it probably faster than people would expect her to be able to down a fucking
And
drink.
Trish
'Cause
kind of
she's not
shakes
very
her
big.
head as she goes to the back and grabs a bunch of things, and she makes like this 100% beautiful charcuterie board, and she brings it out. It's like a foot long of just like meats and cheeses and bread. This will tie you guys over until I can get you guys bigger dishes depending on what you guys want. I can make like soup sandwiches. It will just give me some time, but enjoy this, meats and cheeses and stuff that we made ourselves. Learning how to do societal things again, which was really fun.
Mhm. The beer's good.
Is this a wall or is this like a...
It is a wall.
Oh,
It's so you don't get to the back of the room
okay.
where all the food's
I
at.
thought it
you
was
know?
like, like a Coke bar. Oh, I'm sorry. I said coat bar.
And then when you walk up to this other girl, hi.
Hey.
Do you want any fancy clothing? You look like, shirtless. I love clothes.
I don't wear that much
She
clothing because
she pulls up like 3 different when you go to Joann's you get those like fabric blocks.
well, Joanne
she-
doesn't exist no more.
Joanne
what
is
I mean.
gone.
You know what I mean.
I
And
do
then
know what you mean, yeah.
She pulls them up to you. She's like, these 3 would look really great against your skin tone.
As a shirt?
Yeah, pajamas, cape. I don't know,
Uh,
whatever you're into.
I'm gonna let you in a secret. The less clothes I have on, the better.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
For who?
Ellie comes over. I'm sorry, did you say clothes?
Yeah, I can make you whatever clothes you want.
I mean, I've always possibly fancied having like clothes that make me look a little bit more like a lady. I know there's this girl I want to impress.
Okay.
Yay!
Okay. I can get that for you. It'll just take me like a day or so, so don't go anywhere.
All right, I can hang around, no problem.
DM, do you want me to explore, or do you want me to stay in this room?
You can explore. I just locked the doors because I don't want you going that way.
Okay.
But you can go anywhere else on this map. I just specifically don't want you to go upstairs yet.
Oh, that goes to upstairs. Gotcha.
But yeah, you guys are free to explore this area. There's some doors, some places. There's some showers, some bathrooms.
Oh shit! Kyle just walked into something. I'm just gonna back out now.
Oh hey man, come in, join. You want to play some cards or gambling?
What are y'all gambling?
Nuts. And they just pull up a bowl of peanuts.
Right. I don't really eat, so the peanuts wouldn't do me no good.
Oh, okay. Well, if you want to join a game or two, we have two seats open.
Thanks.
Kyle, that room is just a room of boxes and stuff.
Kyle's gonna go back to the bar real quick.
Raven's gonna turn to Ellie. You know, green would look really good on you.
You think? I always, back on the farm, I always had to wear colors that wouldn't show all the dirt stains. But
You seem to have
I've
a lot
always-
of green energy.
I've always loved the color green. It's one of my favorites. Well, it probably is my favorite, if I'm being honest. You really think it look good on me?
Yeah, I think she'll
Kyle-
like it.
Kyle's gonna go to Ellie Mae and be like, "Your girl's in here,
Where?
over here."
Go get her, Tiger.
Quiet rooting from the sidelines.
Wait, I don't see her.
It's in this door. She's in a separate room.
Oh, all right. Well, Kyle, don't tell her I'm here yet, because I don't want her to see me until I got my new outfit on.
Oh,
Which will be in a day.
Is this a rush delivery?
If possible.
Well, I don't want to make you have to go through a whole bunch of extra trouble on my account.
Oh, not a big deal. And she takes this big, gigantic pair of red scissors out. And it's like, 2 times the size of a normal pair of scissors if you were to get like, those, industrial box scissors that you would get from like Walmart or whatever. And they were supposed to be for like cooking materials and stuff. It's like 2 sizes that, but it's like a pair of red scissors, all the way red. And she starts to like snip, and then as she does, it starts to magically stitch things for her and cut things by itself. And then she turns around, grabs a ruler, and starts measuring you head to toe, being very invasive, like getting your perfect boob size and everything like that, your waist size. There's no hard bars when she's touching it, making sure she gets everything just perfect.
Raven
and then
just sips
she-
on her wine watching.
And then she starts like throwing fabric up. It's like, nope, I don't like this one. Nope, I don't like this one. Nope, I don't like this one. Nope, I don't like this one.
And
she's
Kyle
like, "Ooh,
chimes
this
in.
will work."
He's like, "You should try the velvet."
No, velvets are weirdos. Don't listen to him.
Agreed. It's awful.
It
It catches all the dirt.
and the texture's awful.
It is.
She starts to like spin her hand, and then as she does, you can see like little mage hands like start like putting stuff together, and then like one of the mage hands like holding a needle and it's threading, and she's just like masterfully like putting it all together. And then she gives you a nice dress, however you want it to look, because I don't know what you want your dress to look like.
That's fair. I am making art for it right this second, actually.
Woo!
Okay. But she does it within like 20 minutes.
That is the most impressive thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, that's so... You are a whiz with that thread.
course, I did go to college for this.
It shows. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's not gonna be too fancy for me. I don't want to make my plainness like take away from the beauty of your wonderful outfit.
Everybody deserves to be beautiful. Not
He doesn't
that you
need
aren't
to look that.
beautiful. I'm just saying.
Well, thank you. All right. Well, okay. Well, I'm gonna go try and see Soraya now. I think. Oh my God, Raven, do you think she's gonna notice a difference?
Raven just looks over and she's like, Annette, absolutely. So come here. And she casually just helps fix her hair a little bit, adds a few little braids to the side. There you go. That way your hair stays out of your face.
Wild.
All right. Oh my goodness, thank you. I'm so excited. Okay.
Oh, you're welcome. Any of you guys want an outfit? New outfit? Clothes?
Not unless you're making my dress.
A what?
Nothing. And she just drowns down her wife.
I don't think I need anything right now. AKA, I'm on the spot, and I would have an outfit for next week, maybe.
Yeah, perhaps I'll design my level 2 outfit for next week.
Okay, you guys can do that.
Shoot, I can't draw.
Less and less clothing. We're not.
Anyways,
Oh.
Raven's gonna leave Ellie to her dinner there. Come back
mean,
with
as
the
long-
group.
He's wearing a kilt now, isn't he?
Oh my
Yeah, he's
he
not even
could.
wearing pants anymore. He's just like.
He's
Yet
just out
another.
there. Don't let the wind be on.
I was gonna say, how long is that shit? The wind start blowing, you know? Like.
Literally. Everybody gets a view of the goods and services.
Jesus.
So I think as Ellie goes to go see Soraya, Kyle comes up to y'all and he's like, "Listen, I know y'all don't like the thought of it, but Kyle has a plan."
What's the
What
plan?
is your plan?
This guy, he controls everything here, right?
Something like that.
And so if he's controlling everything, that means he's the source of all of it, keeping everyone here. And if
Hey.
y'all trust me, let's just say Kyle has something up his sleeve. I felt something when we walked here, something that they are.
What? I mean, can you tell us what it is?
Yeah, they felt like celestial beings.
Laura pipes up. Yeah. They're what you call angels.
I speak celestial.
And so if they're looking for something, it might not be an object.
What are they looking for?
I don't know, it's just a thought, but what if they're looking for an end?
Do you mean like the sweet release of death?
Not
Raven immediately looks over like, no, definitely not that.
not that in particular. But if they're stuck here, what if they weren't? What if they were stuck here and then they weren't? What if everyone could return to where they wanted to? I mean, we're stuck here in this realm, but not on this plane. What if people could freely move and go?
How would we accomplish that?
Kyle has something that he could use that he doesn't want the DM to notice, but wants y'all to be aware of.
The planar travel thing? Yeah, I know, I saw.
Oh no.
Oh, okay.
Something else.
Okay.
That will change the scales of this battle what we're going into if things go south.
That's
So
very
just-
vague.
Just let me know if you want me to execute the plan.
I don't think. Do we know what the plan is? We know what the goal is. We don't know
The
step
plan-
one.
The plan will get us to the goal.
You can see as you guys say this, Laura just like, and she turns to Trish. These are the people that are supposed to save us. These are the people.
This is Effie's face right now.
That's also Laura's face. I want you to know. Don't hurt him. Don't hurt him at all.
I
Without
wasn't
him,
planning on that.
we would all be lost.
Yeah, I don't plan on hurting him. I plan on giving him what he wants.
And what is it that he wants? That we failed to give him.
Well, y'all keep on giving him physical items. Did he say he wanted physical items, or is that what y'all just think he wants? Materialistic things aren't what angels want. They want a concept. They want something that isn't physical. Because if we think about angels, they're just manifestations. They can't wield something physical.
But yet he wields physical items.
Well, yeah, because he's a manifestation in the physical realm.
Oh,
Doesn't
Are
mean
you-
he cares about them.
so what non-tangible thing do you have that they would want?
A sweet release from this realm.
It's a very interesting wording.
It's not death. I would not hurt him with any bone in my body.
You don't have any bones.
Right.
I think that was like one of those like touche.
Touche, yeah.
Ellie, who has chickened out on going into the room with Soraya and was listening to your guys' conversation, comes up and goes, I mean, I could give up my anger.
Why would an angel want to feed off anger, though?
No, I mean, like, maybe it wants us to get better. Maybe it wants us to be a better version of ourselves. So if I gave up my anger, maybe that would be something that it would find, like, satisfying.
So, from Kyle's point of view, he views angels as kind of selfish beings. So,
That's so funny.
he believes that they only want something that's going to benefit them and their goodwill.
I
And
could
Kyle
give
just
him the
thinks
truth.
that is right. Kyle just thinks to himself, he just hopes the Harbinger doesn't deny him again.
Well, with that, it is end of session.
Yeah.
Woo.
This week we will not be taking a level up.
Okay.
Sounds good.
Sad face.
With that,
What did we do to earn it?
housekeeping wise, we will not have session next Wednesday. We will be resuming the following week.
I'm sorry.
Good night.
R.I.P.
No, you're okay. You're good.
Yeah, you're fine. It's just
You're-
next week's a busy week for me too, so I couldn't have it any other
Yeah.
day.
Yeah.
But
So
Friday, I'm going home.
So with that, in the 2 weeks, if you guys would like to find new character art, think about things you guys want to do with your items, questions or concerns, and if you guys wanted to smash things together or figure out how to redo that, we can have Trinket make rolls when we get back and see if those things are successful.
Did
That way I can prep multiple versions of things, so that way I don't have to do it all afterwards. So gives you guys 2 weeks to think about what you guys want to do.
Okay.
But any questions about the lore?
Sounds good.
Okay.
I'm just super excited about basically everything that we've done so far today. It was very fun.
Yeah. I feel like
It was-
talking sessions are a lot better. That's just my opinion.
Hate combat. It's my least favorite part of gaming. So whenever there's like a really RP heavy session, I'm like, this is everything.
trying
Lore-
so hard to get the Elias ship going.
Right.
Next week, well, not the following session will also be a very RP heavy session. So
Nice,
Woo!
nice.
it's just I thought maybe we would get through all of it today, but the first 2 hours took longer than I thought.
No. It was great. It was great. What a change.
Whew.
Guys, I found I got amazing art for Ellie, and I'm just putting a filter on it, and then I'm gonna show you all, and it's super cute.
Also, I
Um,
just want to let y'all know I found a new website. It's called Sora, and it's making really good character art.
Ooh, Cindy.
So do you guys like the Harbinger at all? Because I love him.
I mean, I never really hated him. I was just more mad he got sent here. But after that, nah.
I know. And you will. One day.
Kyle just wants to be a hero and not turn into a villain.
What did you say, Ren? I didn't hear it.
Oh no, I was just trying to figure out how long the Harbinger and Saveha were
Together by
married.
themselves. I guess those are questions you'll have to ask and find out.
I'm gonna when I meet him, I'll be like, so how long did the marriage last? Just I'm curious.
Wait, are they brother
Honestly-
and sister?
They sound like
What the
lovers.
fuck?
They sound
I was reading their thing, their stuff, and it said something about brother and sister stuff. I was like,
Oh.
They are brother and sister.
Oh.
yeah, see, guys, see.
They sound like they, you know.
No,
Yeah.
they 100% did. Maybe it sounded like an Alabama issue.
Well, think about it this way. So if she birthed everything in life and he was the counterpart to that, wouldn't it make sense that technically they're the parents to all of the other firsts?
That's
the
where I was
fuck?
coming from.
Alabama.
Oh shit! Oh no!
And doesn't it make sense that even if they all call each other brother and sister, that they birth gods? Doesn't that also make that weird? Because, you know,
At least my god lore is not as fucked up as yours.
well, first of everything's out are all.
They're not
gonna be
even
fucked up.
gods. They're creators.
They are not gods. They're the ones that allowed gods to do, or mortals to become gods, or creatures to become gods. All because they want you to see who would step up and see them.
Y'all want to see what this Sora has generated for Kyle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Very wild. It's amazing, but very wild.
Oh my god, it's so cute.
That is, why is he like androgynously naked?
I don't know, but every time I tell it to put pants on it, it screws up. It screws it up. Like it just puts blue jeans on him.
Are you like a Ken doll?
Very blue jeans, motherfucker.
Yeah, I think Kyle is like a Ken doll. He's not like he's a dude bro at heart, but he's not really a dude bro.
Oh, there's
Kyle
pants.
chooses. I know, but that one's blue jeans. And he loses like the little glistening on his body.
No, if you have pants on, you are solid goop, okay? No translucency here.
But I also like this one too. But it's too like paladin-y for him.
That's very paladin-y.
That's funny.
Oh my gosh, they're so cute. You guys want to see the new picture of Ellie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's real cute.
Aw, look at her.
Oh, I love that. She looks so pretty in green.
She looks like a little she looks like a little earth goddess.
Yeah.
Carrying a green stone.
Walk softly and carry a big rock.
I mean, I felt that the green stone seemed apropos. She also has like little green stones all over her outfit. And even like braided into her hair. It came out really pretty. I was very happy with how it turned out.
I like it. You have a 7 intelligence. I love it.
She does in
Oh
fact
boy.
she does in fact have a 7 intelligence
I'll
now.
be right back.
She's
It's
got
okay.
okay.
Kyle is right
7
next to you with the 8.
So she has a 7 intelligence, but a 20 wisdom.
You're a caduceus.
Yeah.
Why is your saving throw for Constitution a plus 18? That is the question I need to know.
Why is my what?
Kyle, what happened to you? What are you doing?
Where? Constitution?
Your orb protection is giving people some crazy ass saving throws.
It's not my fault.
Rowan has a plus 15 into a dex saving throw.
My charisma saving throw is a 15.
Yeah. It's kind of wild.
Is
My
that why
dex
my
is-
You get the bonus from your aura too. Everybody gets his charisma bonus added to them if they're within a certain range.
Is that why my con save is a plus 18?
It's kind of wild.
Well, everyone just scrunch around me when we have to do saving throws.
Fireball formation.
Imagine if you had a Holy Avenger, then we also gain advantage on saving throws against magical effects. Holy Avenger is dope, and I miss mine a lot.
And I think when I get level 15, my aura range goes to 30 feet.
Yeah.
I think the puzzle ring makes your aura range also higher too.
Yeah,
Which
by 10
which
feet.
you'll have to do, by the way. If you wanna like play with the puzzle ring, you'll have to get those DC checks.
The small ring and the large ring are passive effects, I thought.
Yes, but you have to unlock them.
Oh, I thought it was 5 rings.
Nope. So there's only 3 rings:
Uh-huh.
vitality, life, and power.
So what's the inner ring and outer ring? I think there's 5
Yeah.
rings.
So the inner ring portion of it doesn't have the puzzle on it.
Right.
That's the passive. Yes. And then the outer ring has 3 puzzles attached to it: vitality, life, and power.
Right, right.
But yeah, no. Hmm. I'm enjoying this. Everything finally all came together.
Ellie looks so cute now. Sorry, I'm like so distracted.
She's adorable.
So we are at what, session 10, 11, Trinket?
10.
10. So we're about more than halfway there. So we're on the last leg of the adventure.
Hmm.
Hey, I have a question because I'm
Yes.
a dumb. If you do you have to have if you have a thing that says shields, does that include tower shields, or is tower shields a separate thing?
Tower shields. What's the difference? What is a tower shield?
It's like a tall, long shield.
Is it metal?
I mean, they don't have to be. Depends on, you know.
Because the shield of Yggdrasil is a tower shield, and it doesn't say that. I don't see where. I don't think it says anything about it having to be.
Well, that in itself is a shield from the Tree of Life. So it would be made out of wood.
Okay, but I just don't know if I'm able to use a tower shield.
Do you have shield proficiency? You do have shield proficiency.
Yes,
So
I wasn't, and
the
I
shield would
do
be
have a.
active. The shield would be active as an item, but it is when you wild shape, it is formed into your body. Like, you keep all that stuff inside. Does that make sense?
Yes. Oh, I just realized it's an attunement, though. I don't know if